Good time of the day, all creatures of Warriors challenge ratings, and welcome to the Kingdom of Aldana, where the dragon is a lie and Neverwinter does not exist. Previously, our heroes have remained within the blind forest, where they were enjoying the hospitality of the Great Oak, the patron of Dragon Master. They have rested and healed their wounds and engaged in a prolonged conversation with Tilk, the guardian of the Great Oak, and Raven by the name of Quoth, who was a bit more eloquent and managed to tell our heroes the story of what the heck is going on with the dragons and why they want to destroy the world. Or at least the forest. Afterwards, Tilk, apparently not happy with Strago and his position, towards the Great Oak, has challenged our party to a fight, which was not as fun as it could have been for everybody, but it has happened nevertheless, and apparently it was all just a lesson, all just a challenge. And no harm was done, with heroes having lost some of their pride and some of their hit points, but none of their lives. Tired and bored of all of this, the group has chosen to leave the forest as soon as possible and has been transported via plans to Fandolin towards safety with Zoe and the two saved blood hunters in Tau. Now, this week there's no Laura, but the rest are here, so take it away, guys. You are in Fandolin, it's, I believe, evening. And you arrived at a tree at the bottom of the hill where the Tresender Manor stands. So technically it's your territory, it's your belongings.
Question, didn't we land on the outskirts of the forest and get our horses again that we had left bound up there, from what I remember? I think
Yes.
Melora located them, we located animal or plants.
You are absolutely right, and I'm absolutely wrong. That is exactly what happened, and that's why it's
here. Yeah, I think we rode back then. Yeah. I think the first thing to do in Fandolin is to look for the fucking inn and get some alcohol in us. It's very necessary. Heal some wounds. Yes. No objections means you follow Arza into the tavern.
Okay, I took it to yourself again.
I see. Tal? Maybe he is. We can't hear you, Tal.
I'm here. Yeah. I wasn't at the last part of the last session, so I don't really know where we are, so.
Well, in any case, you're in Fandolin, and that's all that matters.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, well, turn it is. In that case, you all huddle towards the Stone Hill Inn, where your friend, Toblin, is the proprietor, and where alcohol and everything else is freely available.
Is Zoe still with us and the two blood hunters?
Now they are with you indeed.
Okay. So after we sit down and get some drinks, I'm gonna ask Zoe, so what are your plans? Are you heading back tomorrow morning immediately to inform Kreutzon?
Yes, it was my plan to head possibly ahead of you to report His Majesty and make sure that he's informed as quickly as possible. Although I do hope that you will follow soon, I am afraid I will not be able to explain quite everything that has transpired, and frankly I'm certain he will be interested in talking to you.
That's probably true, but honestly, for myself, I would like to stay here and either look out for Fandolin. I think that was the plan we had set out, just in case the dragon comes here for revenge. Personally, I would love to go out and take another shot at it, but I don't think we'll be tracking anything without you around.
Well, I suppose if that is your decision, I cannot persuade you otherwise, but
Oh, you can. You should just try at least, you know.
oh, I apologize, I did not understand your intentions. And would perhaps mentioning that with you overperforming and actually killing the dragon, there's a likely chance of reward. Be a good way towards persuading you.
Not really. I don't think that part goes away, does it?
Well, I mean, if somehow you delay long enough to no longer be part of all of this, then...
I'm so sorry.
Yes? Pip, did you want to interject?
No, sorry, something stuck in my throat. Just continue. Sorry.
You should drink some more. It helps.
I should turn on push to talk is what I should do.
Actually think you should not drink dwarven brandy. It might be a bit strong for you. And your throat seems to agree with me.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
As Pip continues chugging dwarven brandy,
Keep drinking.
which is currently in abundance with the recent arrivals.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Seriously, sorry. Won't
Yeah,
happen again.
and it does also seem that Toblin has been on board with the recent renovations, and half of the tables in the inn are already lower than the human norm, which the dwarves are only happy with.
What about the two of you? Where are you going from here? I don't suppose you will stick around. Gonna just address the two blood hunters.
Yeah, by the way, Lacrima has by this time awoken, and her reaction towards everyone was different from Lacera's. While Lacera was aggressive at first, until you have sort of proven that it did not mean any harm, Lacrima seems to be just aloof. She's been basically holding on to Lacera's cloak for all time, hiding behind her every time anyone even looks in her direction, and not saying a word.
Yeah, I was probably addressing Lacera in that case.
Yeah. At this point, Lacera looks at Zoe. If it is your intent to leave as soon as possible, I hope it would be alright for us to travel with you. I believe that getting to Krasnodar as soon as possible will also benefit us. Which Zoe genuinely agrees that it is better to travel together on these roads.
What about the rest of us here? Do you want to stay in Phandalin, or do you want to make a quick detour to Kreutzung, see if we can get any support for the second one? Hello. Hello.
Oh yes, I apologize. Today I didn't have enough money to hire all the voice actors, so just me and Seven today.
Yeah.
This is the guys.
I think leaving Phandalin would leave Phandalin under danger. I wouldn't want to leave it.
And so your plan is staying here until backup arrives, hunting the dragon, taking care of something else?
Well, we could wait till Zoe comes back with word from the king.
I'm sorry, but I am not your messenger girl.
It's not that you can. I mean, till we get message from you, you know, you could send probably a message to us.
I am glad that you believe that you're that important, but I have a feeling that if His Majesty is left with his own forces to use, then that's what he will use, and unless you offer your own services, then he will most
Well,
likely not include you in his plans.
Well, I think you can do that on our behalf when you are in Kreuzung, if you don't mind. If you need anything, we can. Pip can write a letter.
Yeah. Look, we just spent a lovely time in whatever forest that was area, being absolutely beat to shit because we weren't strong enough, right? So if we stay here, we're still not strong enough, and we'll just get our asses handed to us again, right?
No, I disagree.
I,
We are
I'm
not.
glad you disagree.
Yes. We are not strong enough to maybe take on whatever mother is on the other side of this thing. I don't think we've killed one before. We can kill another one.
But a more clever dragon with the ability to infiltrate and poison and get around ways that we can't even imagine, that one will be easier to not only find, but also to take out.
Well, they were brother and sister after all.
Yeah, great.
I don't know
so
if
we
you
killed
noticed,
the dumb
but-
one.
I'm not so sure. He was much dumber than she was.
I agree with Pip.
I'm sure it won't be easy, but on the other hand, it's 1 instead of 2. And we know a few things about it now. We know what kind of shit it spits. We can take preparations according to that. We know it can change into humanoid forms. I mean, we know what form it has used before. So maybe we can devise a way to find out.
Not get poisoned again. And speaking of not get poisoned again, can I make me Constitution saving throws? Who's drinking the alcohol? The Stoblin suddenly turns into a dragon.
I'll do it.
No.
Pip is definitely drinking.
I already rolled.
It's accurate.
It is surprising how even with her mind clouded by brandy, Pip seems to be the smartest at the table.
I want to go back. I want to go back to Kreuzung. I want to go back there. I want to see if there's anything in this, and I pull out the poison resistance potion that will help us find her or get a better hold on when we have to do it again. And I feel like she would use the people here to get to us as opposed to just wiping them out. But if we're here, she'd probably just wipe them out in an effort to wipe us out because she hates us, not the town. She thinks the town is worthless. So I want to go back to Kreuzung.
You do remember, though, that she has spent quite a while here in the city. She probably knows about quite a few things you have done here before. Probably aware of your connections here.
Yeah,
So,
probably
either
also
way-
aware of where we live and any way to get into it and how she'd be able to get into it. Good ways to poison us from there, or how to turn the entire town against us. Yeah.
I think you need a little more courage in your heart. Drink some more.
Hey, something I can agree with that you just said. Cheers, drink.
Yeah. A dwarf bartender passes by and places a portion of brandy on Pip's side.
Good man. I give him a coin.
So, Trego wants to stay here. Pip wants to leave for Kreuzung. Salan.
I think we should go to Kreuzung.
Excellent. Let me flip a coin to see which sand I send on. I'm gonna get out Timora's coin. I think heads is Kreuzung and tails is Fendelin. Oh, what's
Well.
heads? What a surprise. Seems like we'll be making this journey together. Safety in numbers after all. You take any issue with this decision, Trego?
I think after hearing Pipip, I might actually join the other side of going to Kraitsun.
Oh. That'll make it easier. In that case, let's get a... I would like to... Never mind. Out of character, I was gonna say set up watch, but nope. Not at all. Let's get a night of sleep and get back on our way to the beautiful city tomorrow morning.
That was amazing, Zalem.
Don't-
Thank you for that.
Don't all seem so enthusiastic about it, please.
I'm just drinking.
I was shaking his head at this table company here.
All right.
All of them seem to have swallowed their tongues.
In that case, there's a saying that morning is wiser than the evening, so I assume the whole party returns to your mansion, where there's enough sleeping place for everybody.
I don't think Emma Vane's still here, right?
I'm looking.
I think she left this morning, from what she said to us. I don't remember exactly.
No, it's been a day, I think, since she left.
Yeah, that's why.
Are you assuming, or are you looking for her?
Well, I'm assuming that if we go down into Tresender Manor and we don't bump into her there, then she's not around anymore. That's what I'm assuming. I'm not
Wonderful.
looking for her specifically.
Wonderful. Funnily enough, you do find her at the Tresender Manor.
How has your day been?
She's asleep.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say a
With
word.
your arrival and all the
I'm-
drinking, she was already asleep, and being high, she needs her beauty trance, actually, not sleep. But
Yeah. I'm not gonna open
if you're willing to
that
wake
or-
up at 4 in the morning, she will be awake.
Yeah, no. That sounds like putting your finger in front of the fucking
If you're
scorpion.
okay to be firebolt, you can wake her up.
Yeah, no.
Your choice, man.
I think we'll just go to bed, I guess.
Wonderful. You'll go to sleep. Restore your sore muscles that have been quite punished by the events of the recent day, and wake up in the morning more or less refreshed with all of your powers and spells restored.
Yay. Let
Yeah.
me look how much charges I get back. Okay, I get them all back. Never mind. 26. Key spells. Okay. So, since we stayed up late, when does everyone get up? What time of day is it, approximately?
I'm not gonna say you stayed up that late, but I guess with all the hangover, you'll wake up 8, 9 in the morning.
Nice.
I passed out at the table.
I'm certain that Milora would have brought you to your bed.
Damn it. Yeah, she would have.
Did we rent those horses or did we buy them?
You buy them.
Okay, cool.
You bought them, not buy. Actually, a question about money. Have you already paid for that helmet you have commissioned?
I think Salan paid for it, yeah.
Good, good. So, it's morning of the next day. You are rested. Zoe and the Blood Hunters are still somewhere around if you intend to catch them or travel with them. Amowin is also around. What do you want to do?
Anyone else?
There they go.
I mean, Pip said bye to Amavane last time. She's ready to go.
I'm fine. Let's go.
Can I try and catch Emma Vane and basically give her a quick rundown of what we learned about the two dragons in polymorph form?
You don't catch her. She catches all of you.
Okay, cool.
And forces you to give her a rundown of everything that happened.
Excellent. That was what I was hoping for.
If questioned why she is still here, she often mentions that she might be a hot-blooded bitch, but she still might worry about her friend. And by the way, Pip, she passes on to you a scroll. She says that she has restored and copied your ownership rights to the manor that you have lost previously. And she will keep one of the
Okay.
copies, while you should hold on to the second one. She also informs you that she has warned Gundren that she is moving to Nebo, and her part of the revenue from the mines will be sent there directly. And that if you plan to stay somewhere for a long while, you should warn him, otherwise you will not receive any money until you return to Thundering.
Well, as long as she's aware of what basically happened with the dragons, that's all right by me.
She offers a handshake to Arles and to Salan.
Yeah, sure. I think the gesture here is to not do it for Trego, so I'm down to rub that one in.
Miller gets a hug. Pip gets a hug if you
Yeah.
allow it. And Treg is also offered a hug.
Please set him on fire. Please set him on fire. Please set him on
No, no, don't.
Burning hands.
She insists.
Oh well, I guess.
Come on, Treg, for the old times.
I will do that hesitantly.
I would like to do a Constitution saving throw.
God damn it.
Oh, I would have liked this character.
Eh,
Are you gonna roll it?
I did.
Where is it?
I can't see it.
not there.
Oh, there it
Alright.
is.
There.
Yeah.
Oh, four
Uh,
of them.
God, dude.
Oh god! As Amowin hugs Traeger, just a moment passes as all of you hear a loud clap of thunder, and Traeger is flung out of her arms and against the wall, suffering 9 reduced to 4 points of thunder damage in the process. And the boisterous laughter from Amowin to boot.
Pip and Isara are giggling.
Oh, it's definitely as well.
I mean, it would not have been right to let you go without that. But nevertheless, it has been nice to see you in one piece.
Fool me twice. Shame on me.
Oh, don't worry, I'll do that the next time we meet as well. Alright, and with that, she parts away with you as she prepares for her own travel. And I suppose all of you get on your horses
Yes.
and
You're
start your
Right.
travel back to Krausen. Told with
Mhm.
Zoe and the Blood Hunters. Frega, do you resummon Yantarni? You haven't had him around for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, I will.
Alright. As you resummon him, he appears through thin air and immediately assumes his fighting stance and looks around. Brother, you're safe.
Yeah, it's been a tough fight, but we're fine.
I'm sorry, I have called for a friend at the beginning of a fight. Have you seen him?
Come again?
I have called for a friend. I know I should have trusted in you and your friends to take it on your own, but
Yes, are you referring to the wolf?
yes,
Yeah, he was of great help. Thanks.
have anything happened since I was gone?
Again, say that again?
Has anything happened since I was gone?
Well, a lot has. And I tell him about all the meeting with the Great Oak and Melora.
Oh, you have met father, and
Ye-
without me.
Yeah, sorry, I was very tired and couldn't summon you back again.
I see. Well, it is alright to be very tired. I hope you will understand if I tell you that I am a bit too tired to carry on my back.
Oh, you with your joke.
I am not joking, brother. Get off.
Oh shit.
Really?
Yes.
Are you hurt?
No.
Offended? I mean,
Yes. You seem to not remember times that we are brothers.
well, I wanted to summon you, but I couldn't.
Make a deception check.
It's not a deception. I didn't have second level spell slots.
You had.
You did on the second day when we fought him.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
Ho ho! Alright. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Welcome to Kingdom of Aldana, where in this episode everybody beats the hell out of Trego.
Oh.
Alright. There's a slight pause as he ponders your response, after which you unceremoniously flung out of the saddle. You do land on your feet, so no harm there. But as soon as you are off his back, he trots ahead of you for about 50 feet, displaying that he is no longer willing to carry you. And then to add insult to injury, a couple of minutes later, you see him offering his back to Lacera and Lacrima, who have not had their own horses and are forced to walk on foot.
To who does he offer?
To Lacera and Lacrima, the Blood
The
Hunters.
blood hunt.
Oh, okay.
Alright. With that,
Some carrots.
your travel begins back to Crimson and continues for about 5 days. 26, 27.
Wait, I'll try and apologize to Intarni in those 5 days.
Just a moment. Let's say this. Yeah, you will arrive there on July 28th in the morning. Let's put it like that. Yeah, what do you do?
I think Trigger wants to apologize to Yantar.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
sorry.
Yeah. In those 5 days, I'd probably try and apologize.
And how do you do that?
Well, let's say at camp, one of the days,
Mhm.
like when we camp, I'll try and approach him.
All right.
Brother, I'm sorry. I didn't think it would mean much to you.
I have left, Father, to travel with you and be by your side. I have carried you faithfully for a long time.
I know that, and I really appreciate and thank you for it. I'm sorry. I promise it won't happen again.
Very well. I will forgive you this time. I still intend to carry the lady, though.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right. Anybody else wanted to do anything during your travels?
Nope.
All right.
Maybe, how many days? 5?
5 days.
Yeah. Probably see if it's possible to get past the fucking nervous outside of, I think that was Lacrima, who basically didn't talk and just hid behind the other one.
Oh,
See if there's any way to make conversation with that one. Doesn't have to be played out,
Alright.
just sort of try and break a barrier.
no, this does have to be played out. How do you attempt to do so?
Just talk about the random daily shit you see on travels, making small talk conversation more or less. While I mean, it's 5 days of travel. It's quite a long while to be traveling together,
It is.
and camps in the evening and shit like that. And it's nothing in particular, just like small talk to see if it's possible to break that outer barrier, more or less.
Make a charisma check.
Excellent. What is luck for if not this?
Do I need to mention?
It's okay. I think I don't want more luck this time.
Do I like if that's what you need luck for? Do I need to mention a specific street in Kreuzung?
No,
I mean, you know about it.
of course.
The first 2 days, she continues hiding behind La Serra, even like, intentionally showing her attempt to ignore your small talk. But as you start talking more and more, and after a while start talking about your own travels and all the different places and cities and people you have visited, you see that she still doesn't talk to you, and she still hangs on to La Serra, but she's not hiding anymore, and she's listening. She's listening attentively, and you see the shine of interest in her one eye. For that eye patch stays on, and you never see it go away.
Okay. That's enough for me.
I'll try and ask Arliss something.
Go for it.
I'll make sure none of the other groups are probably listening on Honest. Like when we're walking still.
Mm-hmm. You're walking and I'm riding beside you, yeah?
Say, Arliss,
Yeah?
when we fought Green Scolopendra, he mentioned a couple of things I want to ask you about, and I guess I didn't really have the chance to do so.
Sure, go for it.
He mentioned he knew you killed a man, something about necromancy and your parents killed.
I think you are misremembering that part. I may or may not have killed a man on accident a long time ago, but other than that, I certainly haven't had anything to do with necromancy apart from meeting the Greyfart. I think Salan would smell that like a bloodhound smells, I don't know, something else.
Blood.
No.
I like this image you talking together and like, did somebody mention necromancy? And someone just appears behind you.
Oh, hey guys. What are you talking about? So I hear necromancy?
No, we were just discussing something from when we fought the Greyfart.
Oh. Okay.
So
Hi.
You have good ears, though.
So, what about once you may have killed a person on accident?
It's neither a fun nor a good story to tell. Don't see any benefit from it. I'm sure if we stay around in Kreuzung longer, we'll meet some of his friends anyway.
I see. So, you've gotten yourself in a little of a mess.
No, actually I got myself out of a mess, is the way I would put it. I was in a mess before, and then I got out because of him, more or less.
What kind of mess?
You can definitely see that Arls is visibly uncomfortable with this question. I'd rather not talk about it anymore. I think the way it is now is a good way. No need to dwell on any other past.
Fair enough.
Mama.
Okay, I think that's it for that conversation.
Yeah.
Turning back to your attempts to get word out of Lacrima, maybe on the third day of your attempts, noticing that she actually like got a little bit interested in you. Sarah mentions to you that same as she had to give up certain things to obtain her power, so had Lacrima. So she doesn't mean anything by ignoring you or not talking to you. She doesn't know better.
She's mute?
No, but it's hard for her to.
Okay. Interesting. I'll keep it in mind. Thank you.
Right. Well, on the fifth day you travel, you're all up back at the gates of Curzon.
Nice.
And enter the map!
Oh, fuck yes.
Alright. Oh man, it's
So-
big.
Time to refresh.
I think we arrived down here in the south gate, probably.
Yes,
Come
most
from
likely.
Fendelen?
You will arrive
Ah, no, this
actually
one.
over here somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Which is not the same. You would have arrived on the right last time when you came from Ironforge, most likely.
Mm-hmm. Not the same way, yeah. Yeah. And what time of day? I think you said early morning.
This morning.
When we
This morning.
arrived?
You basically slept outside the evening before and traveled like maybe 2 hours in the morning, and arrive
Okay.
at Krasnok.
So at like 9 a.m. something like that.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna ask Zoe. Are we heading directly for Neureierstein, or you wanna get settled in first somewhere?
You get settled in. I'll travel to the castle, report to His Majesty. I am certain that your meeting with you will be high up on his priorities, but there might be a delay. Either I will come myself, or somebody will be sent for you when
Okay,
he's
so
ready.
we will be sent for. We will probably be staying at the Fiery Stool again. If you want to send message there to find us easier, just
I
for your information.
see that you have enjoyed your last stay here. Good.
Oh, I've lived here for many years, so I know this place. I love this place.
Can't say that I have spent as much time in Krasnok as I would like to. In any case, rest for now. It's been a long road. Take time to get yourself together, and I do recommend you don't wear this rainbow raiments of yours whenever you're summoned.
Yeah, well, I can't take all of your recommendations now. That would be a little boring.
Well, she turns towards the four of you. I hope you do know the story well enough so that you will be able to tell it without him. And, well, see you later, and good luck.
Bye, Zoe. Thanks for all your help.
See you.
It's been...
What was the-
Hope to see
What
you
was the
soon.
bird's name again?
Isaiah.
Isair?
Isaiah.
You say yeah.
Isaiah.
Bye, Isaiah. Thank you. You're awesome.
MVP bird.
No fucking kidding.
I'm pretty certain that after all that happened, like during those 5 days, half the time Isaiah was on Melora's shoulder and they were talking about something. As
Probably.
Melora was testing her new stick.
Yeah.
Alright. Zoe says goodbye and trots off on her horse. The blood hunters get off Gintarni.
I know a great restaurant if you guys want to tag along.
Oh,
Or a great inn.
do not worry, we have a place of our own. As a matter of fact, Lacera walks towards Salon. Here, she passes you a coin, but it's not coin you've seen before. On one side, it has the usual Aldana stamp, which is basically the profile of King Aldert. But on the other side, there's an image of a lion's head. It's strange. It's not quite lion, but it's there. If you are ever interested in finding us, well, not us specifically, but about us, in most big places there's a place, a restaurant, a tavern called Flayed Manticore. Go there, buy anything that this coin will buy you, pay with it, and somebody will talk to you.
Oh, thank you very much. You definitely seem to be a noble group of people. I'll look into this.
Nobility is not high on our priorities, but thank you for the compliment, I suppose.
Well, where are you off to now?
Home. We're going home.
Rest up. Take care of yourself, okay?
Don't die.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Right? And with this, the Blunt Hunters leave you company as well.
Do I
And,
know where the flayed manticore is in Kreuzung? Would I know?
Make a. Hmm. Are you proficient in investigation?
No.
In that case, make another general charisma check.
Was charisma?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, no.
Never heard of the name. But
Yeah.
to be fair, new places sprung up in Cruzen every second month.
Mm.
Some of them get burned down, some of them get closed.
Hmm. The usual.
I mean, take the mended drum, for example. There's been the drums, there's been the broken drums, then there's been the mended drums, the remended drum, the mended drum revisited.
Oh, okay.
Basically, every time they have a 50% off drinks for the night.
Nice. Hmm. So let's check in our stuff at the Fiery Stool. Or you guys wanna? No, I already told so you were staying there, so we will be staying there once more. I'm sure at least Trego and I can enjoy the food there.
So can I. Yeah.
Well, as long as there's beer, I don't care.
I think
And
you might
then-
have a drinking problem.
I think you need to mind your business.
Ouch.
First Yentarni, then Pip. What's wrong with you, Trego? Why are you offending all these people? He definitely says it with a smile on his face, but take it however you want.
Tall's getting like the shit end of stick today. Bad day
Yeah.
for Trago.
It's a bad week. It's 5 days of travel. And already
Yeah.
Trego seems confused and conflicted with himself with the lesson he needs to learn from the Grey Oak and stuff. So he's, yeah.
What was the lesson? What was the lesson? As you see steam rising from Dragon's ears. Alright, so.
Do we wanna head by what was the name? The dragons. Fuck me, I don't remember.
Dragons fuck me.
Yeah, sure, that one.
That one.
The magic shop that had dragon in its name. Okay, guys.
Which one are you talking about?
Give me a second. I'll find my fucking notes.
I would like to go see
Oh, you mean
Philippus
the dragon?
Aureolus Theophrastus Bombastus von Hohenheim.
Do you mean the dragon Kendrium? A magic
Yes,
with a high dude that smokes a hookah named Lusus?
yes, that guy. Because maybe my Maloro's item would be of more use if we could get someone to have a look at it, you know? It's my thought on that matter.
Absolutely putting that name in my notes as the place with the guy that gets high.
Alright,
Absolutely what's happening.
so, first and first, one day at the Fire Stool.
I think we're doing, let's book like 3 days or something like. Actually, yeah, the week has passed. We traveled for 10 days at least.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's take like, I don't think we'll be staying here for a little more than 3 days. So let's take like 3 days probably. Yes.
Sounds okay.
Yep.
What's that cost us then?
For the 5 of you, it costs 4 gold per day. So just remember the sum and tick off as many as you want. You don't have to book it beforehand. You can basically pay each morning and hope that you don't get booted.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry, how much?
Do 4
4 gold
gold
per
for
day.
all 5 per day.
Oh, okay.
With meals. That includes
With
meals.
yeah. Also, does stabling the horses cost anything?
Oh yes,
Because we have
you do
horses
have the
now.
horses now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, obviously you're not gonna leave them at the Fire Stool. They don't have that.
No, someone-
accommodations, but there are stables, like stone stables, and for a horse, it will be 5 silver per horse. So
How many horses did we buy? 3?
Yeah,
4.
I think you bought 4 horses and Yentarni is 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have. Yeah.
Yeah,
we
but
have
I
3 horses and 1 pony.
I don't think Yantarni would want to stay in a stable, so
I mean, what you do with him is up to you.
I'll ask him.
Do you intend to stay in the city for a long time?
Probably around 3 days. There are parks you probably can roam out. I don't know how the
I
other.
have a feeling that the humans will not appreciate me
Yeah,
roaming through their parks.
Yeah.
There is a forest nearby. I'll find my stay there. I do hope you will remember about me when you leave the city.
I will.
Wonderful. In that case, for 4 horses, it's gonna be 2 gold per day.
Excellent.
And I'm pretty
we're
sure-
up to
And I'm pretty sure you ended up buying a horse for people.
What?
No,
No,
I
it was
think-
a pony.
I think
Yeah?
we bought a pony. Yeah. I think we
So
either
wait-
bought 3 or we bought a pony and 3. I don't remember. So
This all goes out from the group loot, right?
yeah, and so that's 6 gold per day that we stay in Kreuzung.
So 18 gold in total?
Yeah, just take off 6 for now, and you can take off 6 if we stay multiple days. You know,
Oh, okay.
save that money.
Right,
Fine. I took off 6.
good. Good. So, are you splitting the party and where to first?
I mean, if they're going to a magic shop, I'll go to the magic shop.
I would actually
We-
like to go to a blacksmith's.
Okay, so let's make a shopping list. Blacksmiths, we want to go to the alchemist guy, and we want to go to the dragons. Let me pronounce this correctly. Caducetorium?
Sounds like
Maybe
that.
something like that. Those 3 things are on the list. Anything else? That's a no.
Right. By the way, Traeger, I would like to remind you about the state of your armor.
The what?
The
Yeah,
state of your armor.
Yeah, I'll be going probably with Salon.
Right. So, let's go to the fun place first, which is Magic Shop.
Excellent. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the
Oh,
funds to.
oh, wait, no, I take that back. I'm gonna go to the magic shop, see if he has any interesting armor.
How much gold do we have?
Well, buying an armor for myself is from probably my own funds.
Yeah, I just think it's gonna be super fucking expensive. Is my point. I would be more than happy to buy armor for you from the group funds if we could afford it. It's just I don't think we can.
I
We
got.
can try.
I got.
I mean,
yeah.
I would like to mention that Zoe has said something about the reward, so you might wait until you talk to the king, and if he does owe you a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see what's the price and if he does have any armor, if such.
And I think we would like to get the stick identified for Melora.
Right.
Yeah.
So, who's leading the way? That's the question.
Always Arles and Kreuzung, right?
Well,
He is from Kreuzung after all. He leads the way
Okay.
here.
in that case, you are the first to arrive at the doorsteps of the Dragon's Caducetorium, and the sign does say open on the door, so you're welcome to knock and come in.
Yeah, that's what I do. Knock quickly and just walk on in without waiting for a response.
Alright. As you walk in, you take a step and immediately almost jump back, grabbing onto the door frame, as you suddenly look down upon what you only imagine is the fields of Aldana as you are in the air, maybe miles above ground.
Yeah, I think I'm stumbling back out
Yeah.
down the stairs. Fuck this.
What's the matter?
What's
Have a
wrong,
look.
Arliss?
Have a look for yourself. Somewhere high up in the air? From this? What?
Oh wow.
I'll sort of lean forward and just like, after having caught myself, like put one
Right.
foot into the air to see if it's actually, you know,
Okay.
just ground that I can walk on.
So you take a second look. There appears to be something like floating rocks leading from the door steps deeper into the space, and you would, if you use your side, have to jump from rock. But when you like put your foot in the air between the nearest floating rock and the first step, there's wood underfoot, and you can stand on air if you wanted to. These rocks lead a bit deeper to a bigger rock floating in the sky. There, for some reason, two palm trees on this floating rock with a hammock between them, and somebody seems to be lying in the hammock, and judging by the amount of colored smoke, that just might be Amzusus. There are several other palm trees on the same very rock that seem to have shelves and items hanging off them.
Mhm. I'm gonna still, because it probably feels uncomfortable to step on the air, like from a psychological perspective,
Yeah,
just gonna
yeah.
use the rocks that are given. And honestly, you could probably demand an entrance fee and make a carnival out of this instead of running a magic shop.
The cloud of smoke dissipates a little bit as you see the face of Amzusus. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I just felt like it this morning.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I also get that feeling from time to time where I just would love to be in the middle of the sky looking down. I think that's very common.
I see. What do you, long drag, need from me?
Well, our friend over here acquired a new item that we would like for you to have a look at. And also we were wondering if you got any new interesting products in the meanwhile. It has been close to 2 weeks, I guess.
Yes. New arrivals. Quite often the items pass through my place. Not many sell interesting things in this place, and quite a few visit. Take a look around, have a see. Show me
Sure.
what you have need to identify.
Yeah, I'm just gonna gesture for Melora to step up.
Alright, well, let's assume she does that because she's not here, so there's no point in me talking to myself. But it will take
Well,
50 gold off your funds to do that.
damn, last time he did it for 40.
This time nobody's
Was
arguing
it-
with him.
Take off 50.
Yes. And I'm gonna just write it down and explain to Milord what happened next time.
Mhm.
Milord has her stick identified. Wonderful.
Excellent.
Yes, I'll give the 50 gold and I'll look around the shop to see if there's some interesting armor. Heavy preferred.
Heavy and resistance to poison preferred.
Resistance to poison +3 armor. Plate armor.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever afford that one. No, I'm just gonna have a quick look around, mostly at like jewelry and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's anything sort of interesting in the vicinity.
Just a moment. No! It's this button. And I also need another place because money! Where is this? Where is this? Where is this? Oh, here. Cost of magical items. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Crafting. Okay, buying magical item. Alright, I have that one. Good. 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 Alright, so, Tragedy, you were looking for armor. There does seem to be a rather ominous looking suit of full plate armor on a dummy that is not made of wood but rather like of some arcane substance that is standing next to a palm tree. It is black matted, full of spikes. There are two metal protrusions on each of the gauntlets, and the helm has this scary demon's face. Well, not engraved, but like shaped as a demon's face.
And that's the only armor there is.
That's the only suit of armor.
I'll ask about it. What is this armor?
Well, this one... friend of mine has passed recently. Passed by, not passed away. He's been on a vacation to the Nine Hells, and this belonged to one of the generals down there. It is said to grant its wearer immortal life, but as you can see, it is a lie. In any case, it is demon make. Its plate armor a bit better. You can hit people with your cloth gauntlets, and you can speak demonic. But I'm afraid once you put it on, you can't really take it off, and it doesn't help much against demons, I'm afraid. Also, I don't think you can afford it.
Yeah. The taking off part sounds very unappealing.
I also do not think you have 30,000 gold on you, do you?
Not right now, no.
Well, don't expect me to hold on to it. Some people pay the craziest money for it.
Do you have perhaps shields?
Not at the moment, I'm afraid.
Oh well. And Trey will just look around at other stuff, like browse in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I'm looking at rings, amulets, and like wondrous shit.
Do you say you're interested in potions?
I think we're going to the alchemist shop for that one.
Alright.
Yep.
In that case, I'm afraid to say that at the moment he seems to have quite an amount of potions on display, but not much in regard to actual magical items. And those rods you were wondering if you could buy previously are nowhere to be seen.
I'm just gonna ask him. None of these potions would happen to be helpful in any way against poison, would they?
Poison. Give me just a second. It should be somewhere over here. Well, there is one that could help. It is a potion of invulnerability, so to speak. It helps against everything.
Yeah, from the sound of it, that one might be a little out of our price range. How much?
14,000 gold.
Yeah, like I said. So, yeah. No, thank you. Okay, thank you for your services.
Actually, I'm sorry, it would be 7,000. Because consumables cost half.
Yeah, still. No.
I'm sorry, it's a good potion.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me that's all, probably.
Alright.
Anyone else?
I'm good.
I'll probably split here. Like they'll go probably to the alchemist, but I'll go to the blacksmith.
Alright. And Sound, do you go with him or with them?
No, I go to the blacksmith.
Alright. I going to the same lady that you have visited previously?
Did she have a mixture of armor and weapons?
Yes, she is a blacksmith.
Yeah.
She does everything.
Yeah, we'll go to her.
Let's do that in that case. Yeah, you find Mirrel's Helberdashery somewhere on the streets. Get lost a couple times, but people know the place and they direct you. And indeed, inside of her shop is Mirrel, the owner that you have talked to previously, and she seems available. Well,
Hi. It's me. Remember I put that armor a while ago?
oh yeah, nobody's gonna forget somebody who is your color. Hi yourself.
I was wondering if you could take a look at something for me and tell me which ore was used in creating this.
Sure, let's take a look.
I hand her my spear, my berserker spear.
Oh. Alright. She takes a good look at it. The shape does seem to be made of ordinary iron, but the tip... I've never seen this kind of metal before. It's heavy and very durable. Is it enchanted?
I believe it is. Has some magical power to it.
Well, in that case, boy, once stuff gets enchanted, it's not quite the same it was before. Can't really say more about it, not unless you leave it with me for a while.
What was used in making this, if I left it with you?
Second?
Do you think you'd be able to determine what materials were used to create this if I leave it with you for a while?
Well, if it's any of the usual metals, even if it's mithril or adamantium, I could run a couple tests to find out. If it's something else, I mean, at least you'll find out it's none of those things above.
Sure, yeah, we're here for a couple of days. I'll leave it with you.
Right, well, Now, let's say 10 gold for running the tests.
Sure. Sounds like a
Alright.
deal.
And come around wherever you can. I'll tell you what I have found out.
Cool. I think my friend here wants to look into something as well.
Can your friend also talk, or do you
I'm
have to
here.
help him?
Am I there? Did I arrive right on like when he did?
Well, you came with me.
You
so-
went together.
Oh, okay. I thought like we okay. I thought we
Son, I'm going to the blacksmith. Trevor, I'm going to the blacksmith, and they go in different directions. Wonderful. I mean, I can imagine them doing so, but
Yeah, ours and Pips are just standing there, shaking their heads.
Pretty much.
So yeah, I'm interested in armors and perhaps maybe heavy armors specifically.
no. I'm gonna say this is not the best times for you to buy armor. With Iron Forge not mining anymore, the prices have gone up quite a bit.
How about repairing armor?
That I can do. Let's take a look.
I show her my splint armor.
Oh, oh, that's. Did you piece off a griffin?
Worse.
A big griffin. Alright. Well, Manning is not making it from scratch. I could do this.
How
Let's.
long will it take and how much?
To be honest, there's not that many orders on complicated stuff. People are waiting. I guess I could mend it for you in 2 days to make the replacements and weld them on and temper them. It's decent armor, so I'd say 50 gold.
50 or 15?
50, 50.
I see. Well, I'll think about it.
Well, don't think too long. Alright, so that's all?
Yeah, for now. She doesn't sell magical items, right? Like
No,
magical
no.
armor or whatever.
No, sorry. She's just a smith. Alright. In that case, I believe Arles and people wanted to go to the Alcahest.
I think that's Pip who wants to go there. I'm gonna follow, but I'm gonna wait outside the fucking door. I hate that guy.
Yes! My job here is done! Alright. Beep. You
Yep.
travel through the streets and arrive at the doors of Alcahest, the giant fluorescent sign on top of the doors. You walk inside, it seems that the dwarf is occupied with his usual occupation. What are you looking for?
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Hi. I'm back. Do you remember me? I don't know if you remember me.
Oh, hi. It's you.
Yeah, it's me. I don't have anything to sell today. Don't worry. Actually, I would like to hire either you or the alchemist to help me out, if that's possible. I received this.
I pull out the potion, poison resistant.
I received this from a person that we initially thought was actually on our side, but it turned out they were not on our side. It turned out they were actually a very powerful spellcaster, and I was wanting to know. And the other potions that she had given us were actually poisoned, and not really sure the variety of the poison. But I was hoping that you could help me discern if it's actually present in this one as well, and what type of potion it would be, and if it would give me any insight into the caster, because we don't like her very much.
Would you also like something for that potion of haste that she gave you and that doesn't seem to wear off?
What?
You talk very fast.
Oh, yeah, well, that's just me. Honestly, my entire family talks this fast. In fact, if you actually were ever to visit us, we actually live just outside of this
No,
forest of our
please,
friends. Okay,
never.
well, yeah, I will endeavor to slow down if you would please help.
I could sell you a potion for that as well.
No, I don't need a potion for that. I actually rather like it. It really annoys some people. It's very entertaining. But no, if plus it allows me to get all my ideas out a little bit quicker as opposed to doing it in a long. Anyway, could you help with this potion I have here, maybe?
Yes, I suppose. I'll go take a look.
Great, thanks. I hand it to him.
Yeah, he takes the potion, disappears in the workshop behind. You hear him clinking with some glass instruments, and after a while there's like a bit of smoke that comes from the door. He returns. Well, did you drink it?
It's right here. It's like on the counter, and they're just kind of pushing it toward him with a finger.
No, I mean he has taken it away and tested it already.
Well, you have it. What? I'm confused.
Don't drink it. Ever. It's not nice.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I got that, but is there anything you can discern about the poison itself, either the nature of it, or where it came from, or if it's unique, or if it isn't, or I'd like some more information, please.
It's like you. It speeds up either potions and make people suffer very, very hard.
That doesn't answer my question.
It does, actually. It makes other poisons stronger.
It enhances poisons?
Yes, you could say that.
So it's the reverse of what we figured it would be.
Yes, pretty much, yes.
That's lovely. Would somebody have to be of a high caliber sort of spellcaster to be able to create something like this?
No. A good alchemist? Yeah.
Is this something that is easy to create, or are there unique ingredients that would go into it that would be difficult to obtain?
I have never tried making something like this. It's rather unusual. We could ask Philip.
Would that be okay?
Are you ready to deal with him?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with him.
It is so good to be you.
It kind of is. Well, sometimes, not always.
I'll go
But when
get him.
But when it's not good to be me, I can just drink a whole lot, and then it helps tire a little bit.
I am going away now.
Bye! Thank you for your help. Can I have the potion back?
Did you not want to ask him?
Oh, you're gonna take it? Okay. No, it's fine. Yes, you do what you're going to do.
Oh jeez. Alright. Yeah, he stays for a while waiting until you rethink about this again. And then slowly starts going up the stairs towards where the Philippus's workshop is. There's some noises from upstairs, and then but. Ah, my favorite customer.
Hi.
Hi. Have you brought more things for me?
Unfortunately, I haven't. We did actually slay a very rare creature, but then its sibling got very angry, and we were unable to return to it. Otherwise, we would have died. But we're going to be going after the sibling, so as soon as we do, and we get some pieces from that, then I'll be happy to bring it back to you. But
I never enjoyed siblings, that's why I moved away from mine.
Mine are all right, but I kind of miss them. But this one was actually really terrible, so we're actually looking forward to killing it and taking it apart. But anyway, I actually have this. See, this is the sibling actually made this potion right here.
That was really gruesome. I'm sorry.
Do you know
Really
context?
terrifying. Yeah, right? Jesus fuck. Goddamn.
Anyway, this actually potion here, we were given this by somebody who said they were on our side, but they actually weren't on our side. And it was supposed to be a potion of. It was supposed to be poison resistance, but your partner, the dwarf, actually said that it was a poison enhancer. And we were hoping to learn about the uniqueness of the potion. It was actually difficult to create. If it has any unique items that are ingredients that would be required in order to create it, or any specifications that would help us narrow down where the
Say no more. Say no more.
Thank you.
Well, obviously I am quite interested in taking a look at this potion of yours, but Underground will not really allow me to do this for free, will you?
No, of course not.
He's like, no, never.
No, I wouldn't even dream of that. I am fully prepared and happy to assist with the financial aspect of this. I can totally pay you.
Well, how do you think about this exchange? Remember those teeth you brought me?
Yes.
I think I have concocted something quite interesting with them.
Really?
Yes. How about... He looks at Undergang. I'll sell it to you for a discount because it's a test item and you return to me with results. And for this, I will test this potion of yours and tell you what it does.
I glance over at the dwarf to see what he looks like.
He looks the way he usually looks, very, very sad. Like he would like to be anywhere but here.
I would be happy to assist in this endeavor.
Very well. He's also looking at the dwarf. How about, and by the way, the potion is supposed to replicate the effects of detect magic, of dispel magic spell, except in potion form.
Wait,
How
what?
about dispel magic?
Interesting.
Yes, as I have told you before, the Teeth of Nautics are very proficient and dismantling magical item which provides nourishment for the creature itself. Anyway,
You were
how
actually able to
about...
distill it into a potion form? That's actually...
I believe so,
That's
I believe so, I believe so. I'm afraid I was not quite capable of removing the acidic nature of the liquid, so I don't recommend you drink it or rub it on yourself. But if you are interested on dispelling magic from, say, a magical trap or a scroll, an artifact, it could work, I hope it works. So, how about I sell it to you for 120 gold. It was like looking at the dwarf all the time, like saying the price. Yes, and in return you test mine, I test yours, you know, the usual.
Would it be alright if I paid you in platinum instead of gold?
Platinum is good. Platinum is good, right? Platinum is even better, yes, of course.
Okay, here you go. I give him 12 platinum.
Alright. No, I'm never gonna accept platinum. What do you take me for? No,
Look, I don't know if the dwarf is allergic to platinum.
I'm pretty sure the last time you sold stuff to him, he gave you money in platinum.
Oh, it was him.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was
that's
him.
where I got my money from.
Yeah, that's where you got the money from. But yeah, so you give your potion to Philippus, and he like walks off, upstairs for a while and returns back with this vial of clear liquid. I would also advise you not to open it before you need to use it, and also don't ever pour water into it. It might explode.
Don't open it. Don't let it get wet. Okay.
Yes, and don't feed it after midnight.
Yeah, right.
Alright. So write down the potion of Dispel Magic question.
Got it. I put dispel magic potion. Don't drink.
Alright. So,
Did I throw out the
that's...
glowing mushroom? I think I did. I think it was rotten.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was rotten.
Alright.
So,
Yeah, it had already fungus growing on the fungus, so.
Fungus on the fungus.
its mold has mold on it.
Yeah.
Alright,
Good shit.
so that's the blacksmith, the alchemist, and the magic shop you all have visited. Right. So, anything else you're interested in visiting in Curzon?
I mean, I would go back to the library because I can.
Actually, you can't.
Damn.
The castle itself.
Yeah, if you meant the castle library, whatever rights to enter it have long since expired.
Been interesting.
It
this
was
is
worth
the place with the
trying.
bookstore, right?
There is a bookstore, yes.
Yeah, this is with that kid at the bookstore. I'll go hang out with him.
Alright.
We don't have to RP it. I'm just hanging out with him, talking.
Just for the record, he is extremely excited to see you back. And
Eric, that's his name.
Yes, Eric.
I had to open
And
my notes.
he will talk with you about everything you want to talk about books, including possibly trying to goad you into teaching you the rules of that game that they have on display.
Yes.
Right.
I am avoiding anything that has to do with dragons or divine, though. All subject matter that goes that direction immediately changes.
Let's see. There are fairy tales about dragons, but if you flip through the pages and look at the pictures, they don't really look anything like a dragon. Well, they kind of look like a dragon, but like dragons has this more like cat-like body, almost like a panther, but scaly. On this image, dragons are more like like thin, long, scaly noodles with tiny wings and long whiskers. And they're much smaller on those images, so you figure out whatever is in those books are stories. As for divine, what kind of divine are you looking for?
No, I'm not looking for either of those. I'm avoiding both of them.
Oh, avoiding. Okay, sorry.
Yes. No, you're good.
I misheard you. Alright,
Avoiding both.
very well. In that case, you spend your time with him. Alright, so by the end of the day, tired from your shopping and walking around, you will return to your place of rest. But Zoe does not arrive throughout the day, neither does any of the messengers. So you go to bed, not sure what's gonna happen. However, next morning, a message arrives that says that Zoe will come around dinner and take you to the castle. So you have half a day of free time. If you want to do something, if not, let's have dinner.
I think I'm just gonna take a few strolls through the city, visit some places I haven't visited in a while because last time we weren't here long either. So
Right. Anybody else?
I'll show whoever's interested in the parks, the nice parks of Kreuzung, since they are very nice to look at.
Right. Well, Milord does accept your invitation, and while you do teach her about the parks, she teaches you everything about what plants actually grow in those parks.
Yeah, I don't think I pay attention.
But while you don't pay attention to her explanation, many people pay attention to Melora as there is a tiny retinue of squirrels that are following her.
Awesome.
All right. No, it's not. She's not here, so it doesn't count. So I mean, whatever you wrote in Discord, no.
That was for Pip and the Alchemist.
Oh.
That a long time ago.
Well. So you spend the half of the day doing whatever it is you do, and right about after you finish eating your dinner, Zoe arrives, but surprisingly enough, she's not alone. There is a 40-something woman with her that, by the looks of her, must be a servant at the castle. Right, I hope you have rested enough.
More than plenty, thank you.
Right. Well, His Majesty will be receiving you in an hour or two. I'm here a bit earlier because the Castellan has informed me of certain specifics of your group, and while apparently His Majesty didn't mind it, it would be quite distracting for his guards to see our wonderful, wonderful people Biddlewick in the attire she chose to wear previously.
Oh, don't worry. I'm in much better clothes this time.
I gesture to the robes that we had commissioned.
Oh, well, I guess I suppose this will not be needed. You see that the servant woman was actually carrying like a bundle of something wrapped in paper. I mean, it's a present, so I guess nobody's gonna say no if you still accept it.
I hesitantly hold out my hand.
And the paper bundle is passed on to you if you open it. It's
Thank you very much.
I open it.
it's basically the same dress that was given to Melora, but in your size.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, like Zoe says, all right, so go change your clothes, and you, Arliss, I believe. Well,
You believe what?
Martha here will explain everything to you. The woman basically offers to also work on your uniform that was not fitting you quite well. So she's offering to downsize it to your body type.
I think I'm okay with what I'm wearing. Thank you, though. It's a very nice offer.
You mean the rainbow poncho?
Yeah.
Her reaction is basically, oh dear, oh no, this is not gonna work. This is so inappropriate. So inappropriate. You can't walk in these clothes like that in the castle. I mean, you're welcome to decline. She is not gonna press you into this, but
Yeah, no, I think the only ones who will mind are the people around the king, not the king itself. So I'm not gonna get pressured into putting on. Because I have another set of very nice clothes that are in Aldana brown and gold. It's just I want to wear this fucking rainbow poncho.
Alright. In that case, yeah. I assume you change your clothes, clean up. The servant lady makes sure that the dress fits Pipip and like fixes the hem if it's a bit too long. But
Which it probably would be.
yeah, most likely. Because well, it's a bit hard to make a dress for somebody you don't see in front of you. But after a bit of delay, all of you are dressed. 4 out of 5 are dressed up in representable clothes, and hopefully are ready to head towards the castle.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Right. Zoe starts leading you through the streets. Alright, well, I have spoken to His Majesty. He knows everything about the dragon and the fight that I have explained. I have explained your participation in the fight and the fact that you have proved to be much more of a hero than we have anticipated. So, for now, he has very pleasant opinion of you. I suggest you don't disappoint. But the story about the tree is up for you to explain. And whatever else he wishes to talk to you is once again up to you. It has taken you a bit faster to sort out the closest problems than I expected, so we'll have to wait a little bit. But I expect that will not be a problem.
We don't mind waiting for a little bit.
Alright, well, let us go. And
I hope you were compensated fairly as well. You were as much a hero that took part in this as we were.
As a matter of fact, I have been. Not sure if I'm happy about this or not. Well,
Were you assigned to us on a permanent basis? That would be a heavy punishment.
I have not been assigned to you, per se. I have been promoted. And I don't think I will be returning to my legion for a while. But duty calls and I can't really reject.
Sounds like you got promoted, but your job got worse.
As usual. As usual. And
Well,
by
if
the
you
way,
ever want to, you can always hang it up and join us.
never. I will never join you.
Wow, that is...
I don't blame you.
Look, I like some of you people, no offense meant, but one dragon was more than enough for my life. And I have no desire to meet a second one.
Smart woman.
And I just forgot to mention, but interestingly enough, Zoe is wearing basically the same uniform that was given to the boys. And she's looking pretty good in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you're led towards the castle, and surprisingly enough, this time Zoe leads you not through the servants' door, but through one of the more main entrances. And sadly for you, inside you are met by that same castellan you have previously seen, with the mustaches and with the monocle.
Yeah, the fuckboy.
The whole package is there.
It's basically the only reason I'm wearing this clothes is to fucking spite this guy.
The thing that happens is he takes a good look at all of you.
I'm just
Right.
giving him a shit-eating grin.
Well, let me lead you to the waiting room.
Sure, let's
Four
go.
of you, and you, Miss Zoe, please follow me. You? I expect you will find what to do outside of the castle.
No, I don't think so. I understand you're the customer. The king asked for the five of us himself. I'm sure he wouldn't want to go against that order.
Behind his back, Zoe goes like, no, 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 and she's like throwing a sign. Like after the clap, 10 seconds pass as two like guards in uniform arrive. They're not like heavily armored, they're the castle guards. Guards, please take this pathetic excuse of a man out of the castle. He is not welcome on the premises. Zoe behind me just like, I told you so. The guards look at each other and shrug and head towards Ellen. Towards us, sorry.
Wait just a second. Is this really necessary?
Well, if he's willing to walk on his own, then I suppose not.
He's just standing there for now.
In any case, the four of you, if you would follow me, please.
Would he be able to change his clothes really quick?
I wish
I
you
don't
luck.
think he would know.
Awakened mind.
I can get you in if you shut up.
I don't care. I'm not taking this off.
How about
I
Arliss?
never said that.
How about Arliss walks in now naked?
The guy's turned around, right? He's walking away.
No, he is looking at you.
Can I just
I've-
get her to change clothes really quick? It'll take 2 seconds. I have some in my bag. Some better clothes in my bag. I put on the dress you like this time, right?
Fine. You have 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Shove him in a room.
And cast Major Illusion.
Yeah, pretty much. Just gotta wait for a little while so it seems a little bit more, feasible. This will drop as soon as we get there,
Yeah, I like this plan. By that point, it'll be too late.
Just kind of give him a grin, and I snap my fingers, and it becomes similar to what they were trying to put him in before. It's not the same, but it's similar. Like the
okay.
shade is a little off.
Wonderful. In that case, you wait like, some time, making some noises as if you're getting him to close. And after a bit of a wait,
We're such assholes. You realize this, right?
It's the best part.
after a bit of a wait, you
fucking
exit
king.
the room. He looks over you. Huh. Very well.
Now,
Young man, I would suggest you do not take that attitude with me. The king may be amused with you, but this will not last long.
I'm gonna take your words into consideration.
Follow me. Now he does turn around and starts walking.
Mhm.
Zoe waits until he passes and goes in step with you. Now, did you really have to do that?
Yes.
You don't understand he's actually as important as he is fat?
Oh, I will miss you, Zoe. I will miss you so much.
I will not miss you. I will not miss you, Arliss.
Yeah, this is the exact reason I will. Oh.
Well, she's honest.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
I certainly hope that next time I am in Krasunk, I will not have to visit you in prison.
Yeah, I don't think I'd stay there long.
Zoe, is top secret, or can you tell us where you're going?
I imagine we will be led back to His Majesty's office. That's usually where he receives people.
No, but
Wait,
you're
did you
assignment.
again? Is he naked under there?
No, not at all. Why? Why would you think that?
You were almost naked last time.
You have a smart mind, my friend.
Look,
Just thinks
can you imagine how fun it was for me to walk into the meeting that was supposed to be with some people that have saved the town, only to see a gnome in an underdress?
Would you have? I was completely covered for all the bits. Everything was fine. Would you have preferred to see me in some little girl's outfit that looked like a pink cake? How respectful would that have been? I would prefer to be naked than to be walked around like a little princess child. That was extremely disrespectful, and I cannot believe that they would allow that to happen in the first place. So yes, I was in my underslip. Oh no, everything was covered.
She's like trying not to laugh. Look, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that I was surprised. But look, admit it. I'm fine with seeing you in an undersleep. I'm not fine with seeing Arliss in.
Keep telling that to yourself. Maybe you'll believe it someday.
I ship it.
But I promise you, he is not going to be naked or in an underslip or anything when we go through those doors. He's wearing clothes. Look at him.
That would
Fine.
be fun too, though.
It would be fun, but no, not this time.
Fine. And you Arliss, you flirt with me again, I'll stick a say on you.
Bird would kill you.
Yeah, it would.
What a way to die! Dumb
Fireball
ways to
myself.
die! I know, you could always polymorph him into a bigger bird.
Yeah, that is a great idea.
Alright. In any case, with a bit of laughter, you follow the castellan down the corridors. And sadly, you are forced to wait maybe half an hour in one of the rooms. So, sorry, Pip, you waste a spell slot.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, but after a while, the castellan does returns for you. Well, His Majesty will receive you now. I hope you have remembered the last visit and will remain polite and speak only when addressed. Follow me now.
Let's follow.
As you are led a little bit more through the corridors, you start remembering the place, and yep, indeed you turn the corner, and there are the double doors that lead to His Majesty's office. As you're approaching, however, the doors open, and a man in sorry, the word is eluding me. In eccentrically dark, almost matte black clothes walks out. There is this white like silk scarf around his neck, and you see the manjets. Is it manjets in English? Just a moment. The cuffs of similarly white silk shirt from sticking from under the black coat. He's carrying a sword on his side. The scabbard is similarly black, encrusted with some silver metal. And the engravings on that metal are extremely gaudy and like gothic. And the handle of the sword is the most over-exaggerated handle that you have ever seen. There are silver or maybe platinum. What do they call like those jewelries that men put into?
Into weapons?
Not into weapons, like on the side of a coat.
Trim.
Adornments?
Never mind. In any case, there's some sort of like silver skull accessory on his lapel. He's human. He is quite tall, maybe like 175. Looks to be in his 40s, with raven jet black hair, combed back. They're sleek. There's some white on the temples, but not too much. He has, once again, I'm not sure how you call it in English, basically a beard that goes only around your mouth.
Goatee.
No, goatee.
Goatee, I think, is only on the chin, right? But like the
I don't think
mustache.
a name for that if it just goes around your mouth.
I know, but the thing is, there's like the mustache and it goes down, and the chin, and there's no goatee. Like it's just relatively short, and you see some white
Van
on the chin.
Van Dyke.
I don't know.
I think it's in the pictures I can find. It's called goatee and mustache together. Just but I don't
Yeah,
know.
sure,
Not that important.
sure. I imagine you understand how it looks like.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
find the
Van
picture
Dyke.
somewhere down the line. Yeah, like basically like this. Yeah, Van Dyke. Yeah, I suppose.
There goes. There's a guide.
Like that, and basically like he just passes by and just like snorts. Well, not really snorts, but more like in your direction. He seems angry for some reason as he storms down the corridor and away from you. As he passes by, Zoe remarks, "No, I see that Lord Edge has been the previous visitor before us." Yes, Lord Rand Edge.
Well played.
Like this?
Yes.
Oh my god, fuck it.
What is happening?
Inside joke.
It's basically Mr. Snow.
Yeah. It's basically Lord Edge, yes.
Yeah.
So it just goes. It's one of the noble families in Curzon. He's actually surprisingly fine warrior and strategy and tactician. And if you ever see him in the jousting tournament, he is the current champion. But as you can see, he has a penchant for drama, so he also doesn't have a very good sense of humor, but well, I suppose the king will meet us now. And indeed, the castellan opens the doors for you, and you are allowed inside. Except that this time, the guards do not go with you. They remain outside, and you walk into the same office that you have seen previously. The big table in front, and His Majesty is apparently already sitting at the top of this table.
I bask in the moment where the magic
Yeah,
field
yeah,
takes.
The uniform disappears, and there is Ares in the full glory of rainbow. And like as it happens, you see the king. He's like sitting, looking at you, and like one of his brows goes up.
Yeah.
I welcome you. Do sit down. I believe we have a rather long conversation in front of us.
I'm just gonna quickly bow and say, "It is a pleasure to meet you again, Your Majesty," and take a seat.
I'll do the same.
I'm glad that you're consistent and once again have amused me with your choice of garments.
Wouldn't want to disappoint.
Yeah, there's a funny thing that happens whenever, we pass through that door. I don't know what's going on with that. It's weird. The clothes that, you know what? I'm just gonna, yep.
Well, I am a king of a rather big country, so Long story short, my office is insulated from all kinds of magic to make certain that nobody can spy upon me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that makes total sense, but that would insinuate that there's magic happening with the clothes. I don't know.
Well, your choice of clothes is indeed magical. But anyways, Zoe has informed me of your encounter with the dragons, and of the fight. I congratulate you on your success. I have never expected you to go above and beyond of what was expected from you. And I'm certain to remember this. However, she has been unable to provide the full image of what has happened after the fight. And that is what I would like to learn from you.
I'm just gonna elbow Trego.
Well,
I do too, from the other side.
Salanda, it slaps me across the table.
Yeah.
It was a nudge, not a fucking elbow there. I don't know.
Shove it. Just
Where exactly did Zoe's story end?
I believe there was something about a giant albino wolf.
Yeah, so after the battle, a giant white wolf appeared, and he helped us to get to safety. Where do I start?
Perhaps explaining why
Are
it
you-
would help us in the first place.
Right. Well, so we discovered there were two dragons, not one. And while we did kill one of them, the other one did burst into flight and seemed to call her mother, which alerted us, and we had the suspicion of this place is going to be on fire very soon, so let's get out of here.
I have heard all of that. I am more interested about the story about the giant tree, which I believe is your patron, and the story
Are
of the mother of this dragon.
Are you familiar with the Great Oak?
I have read lore on it, but entertain me.
Well, so yes, I have met with my patron, and he explained to us more or less why all of this is happening, the return of the dragons and the evil that has bestowed upon the forest. Did Zoe tell you about whatever quoth the raven told us?
My dear man, that is what I have been trying to get from you for the last 10 minutes.
Sorry, I'm a bit slow.
Perhaps another one of you is a better at telling stories.
Nope, this Drago's story to tell.
So
I will summon fatigue. It might take a while.
I am sorry for not being able to convey the story in a more delightful way.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. It's just that the others of us didn't have the same experience Trego and Melora did, so it's best if you hear it from them because we also only heard it from him.
Yeah, his god kind of knocked us out and put us to sleep. Well, that's what's happening.
Yeah, we were out for most of it.
I am not surprised with that part, to be honest.
And then he kicked our ass.
That is more interesting.
No, it's really not.
So let's start when me and Melora entered the Great Oak. We had a word with him about what path we might want to take, and explained all why this is happening. So when the Raven came, he told us about the Mother of Dragons, who fought back in the days with the Elder Dragon, but they fell in love, and they've kind of raised a family, which seemed very odd. But after some events, the Mother Dragon ordered chaos across the world, and the Elder Dragon couldn't strike down his own love, so instead of taking her down, he sealed her away in the Feywild, where she remains out of time and space. So, in order to keep the Mother of Dragons sealed there, a friend of the Elder Dragon, a fairy dragon, was appointed to guard the place so she may never escape. That is the story. The speculation is that she is probably still alive there, and she might have had a couple of her children escape the realm. Also, her presence is not 100% here in this realm, but there is a part of her here. That is just speculation, though.
I see. Well, this is happening at a pace much faster than I have anticipated. This is apparently not a singular resurrection of a beast from the past, but rather and you say that your patron, the Great Oak, expects the five of you to help solve this problem.
Not quite. He did say to us that we should grow, and by that I mean probably get stronger as time passes. And we are not prepared right now to face her. We were also faced with a test and a challenge by the guardian of the Great Oak, and I suspect
Failed miserably.
Thank you.
Why does this guardian not participate in the fight? If he is as strong as you imply, why cannot he slay the dragon?
He must stay there to guard the Great Oak. He cannot move from there.
That sounds
also
inconvenient.
Excuse me, Your Majesty, he also said that how the five of us were to him, and let's be clear here, it wasn't even close. That is how he is in comparison to the mother that waits on the other side of the Feywild. So,
In addition, I actually think it's entirely plausible that he physically cannot leave that realm. So, having him go to the Feywild may actually be physically impossible.
I see.
Yes, I agree with you. It would be really helpful to be able to send that attack dog out and just go kill it. Go kill it.
Do you have any understanding of how much time we have before this Mother of Dragons appear into our world?
No idea.
but we could probably lessen her influence on our plane if we took care of the children that she sends through.
The other dragons.
At least the one we know of.
As far as we know, there's only one more currently, since the second one is dead.
It's probably a safe bet that there are some other ones in other places too.
It's not a bet I'd like to take either way. Worst case scenario, there are more. Best case, there's just one, but she's going to continue working to open that rift. And the fact that she's even here is bad because it means the Mother's magic is leaking, essentially.
We do know that the portal is located in Viewald. Sorry for my bad German.
Wasn't bad.
Well, there's a portal. We're not sure if it's the portal, but there's
Right.
a portal.
There's a portal, and we could try and perhaps locate it, and maybe locate also the fairy dragon to see if something has happened to him.
I am aware of the portal you speak of. It is, after all, on my lands. The portal is not a problem. I could have my people lead you to it. The problem is that traveling to Feywild is a complicated and unpleasant task.
Would I know anything about that?
I don't think so, but I don't know, make a history check.
I mean, I was there for a few years.
No, you were in the forest. He's not talking about the forest. He's talking about the other plane of existence.
Oh, okay. My bad.
So going to the forest is very easy. Going to the other plane is not so much.
Would I know anything about your plane?
No,
Yeah.
definitely not here.
Okay.
Would I?
Maybe make a history check. That's okay.
Nope.
When I was a little boy, I have read many fairy tales about the Feywild and the creatures that live there, about the powerful Archfey. I do not have the time or the opportunity to retell the full tales. I'm certain that one of your companions will be able to do that on her own. But long story short, not all of them are benevolent, and even those there are mostly tricksters, quite interested in toying and playing with the lesser mortals that we are. Even aside from that, many other magical and dangerous creatures, satyrs, pixies, sprites, live in the Feywild. I wouldn't call them evil per se, but they're tricksters, and their favorite pastime is to have people like you get lost in the Feywild. Are any of you capable of transporting through the plains on your own, through your magic?
I think no one. I think I'm just shaking my head.
Yeah, maybe like you look at Milora, she's like, no. In that case, if you have to rely on the portal, it is even more dangerous than was before. And that's only the non-evil creatures. There are the unseelie Fae who are... Well, once again, it is a long story, but instead of getting you lost, they would rather capture you and enjoy torturing you for their amusement. If that is not enough of a problem, and as an explanation of what has been happening to the dragon, the Feywild is similar to our plane of existence, but it is twisted and warped. The locations are in different places, and even time itself is wrong. You may go there and travel there for 10 years, growing colder, return to our plane only to learn that it has been but an hour. Or you can go there, go out, return, and everyone you knew are already dead from age. I mean, you must have heard stories of children getting lost in the forests and returning decades later. There is some truth to those stories. So if it is your intent to travel to the Feywild, I suggest you remain vigilant and come up with a backup plan.
I think another avenue to explore would be where all the metallic dragons went. I'm sure if there's anywhere to get some insight into that, it would probably the wizards and the tower to the east. I'm not sure. I'm sure you have a certain amount of control over them as they are in your lands, but
As a matter of fact, I do not. You see, Aldana and the wizard have an agreement. We do not mess with them, and they do not mess with us. We help each other in time of need, but to be fair, with their levels of power, either they rule everybody or they do not even try.
still a worthwhile place to go and maybe find some information.
That I agree with. If does magic help you seek information on planes, or is someone who is powerful enough to help you go there and return, and perhaps provide you with equipment, then wizards may be the best place to search for that. Though persuading them to help you is a task in and of itself.
Trigo kind of rubs his beard and he's like, well, if we could also find help for, all the spells and magic with Lady Khazar Vermilion. She resides in Nebo, if I'm not mistaken.
She does. I would like to remind you, though, that Nebo is a sovereign territory.
I know.
And there are complications in having someone of your power travel across the border.
So I'm sure someone of her power wouldn't need the portal to go wherever she wants to. So to whichever plane she wants to.
I meant across the border of Aldana.
Yeah.
Technically, people like her are equal in powers to an army, and same as you do not take an army over neighboring countries' borders, you do not take your wizards over the border.
I'm sure you have someone like that here as well, though. Someone powerful enough to set up this place here.
I have my resources, but once again, are you certain you want to travel to the Feywild?
I'm honestly just looking at all the options we have. I think for now I would like to focus on whatever dragons are left on our plane and get rid of them so they don't try and deepen the cut.
Understand. Well, we have been talking for a while, and I see that the tea has been drunk. I suggest we take a 10-minute break and resume our conversation a little bit later.
Sure. Nice one.
See what you did there.
Though, the metallics disappeared and nobody knows where they are.
That is true. I have to admit, after so many years, no one I know has been looking for them. But in any case, the tourist Borneo's wizards are your best bet at basically finding any help with magical travel or magical dimensions. As Sal is apparently eating with his mouth open.
Nom nom nom.
Wait a minute, no. We've spoken to the bird that was alive for that long. We know other people that have been alive for a long time too.
Such
We
as
should talk to them. Unfortunately, well, no, not unfortunately, because I actually like elves. I just remembered it's my player that doesn't like elves.
your what?
Don't worry about it. We actually know several elves, and I know some from Everesca, and we had some that were in our party that we could probably contact. They may have better collections of knowledge from that era, whether people that were alive during that time or maybe tomes or anything else that we'd be able to glean some information from.
If you believe that you can do that, I congratulate you. I would like to mention that, according to what I know, most people that have been directly involved with the Dragonfall have either died during it or have been missing. Either missing completely or missing their memories. That is part of the problem why it has been so hard to find information about the Dragonfall. And the long-lived races, especially the elves, have been quite reluctant to provide my researchers with information. But if you have other avenues, I do urge you to try.
Would Trago think that his mother knows something?
She definitely has never spoken about it. Aside from that,
But she's lived through it.
I don't remember how old your mother is.
She's old. She's old in elf terms.
Older than 3.5 centuries,
Yes, definitely.
and basically, like, she must be at least 5.5 centuries old to be someone old enough to not be simply hiding while that happened.
Oh yeah, I thought she's like around 6, 7 even centuries.
Oh, that makes her very old. In
Yeah,
Evan
it's
terms.
beautiful.
And how old is your dad?
Oh, he's like, I don't know, like 50.
No. Your dad is 70 something at the very least.
Yeah. Trago's like 50.
And by the we need to talk about this, because if you say your mother is that old, and like the ways babies are made, even if your father was like 20 something, we'll talk about this later, okay? It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up, okay? The numbers don't add up. Like, I can
Where
imagine
do babies come from?
No.
Okay.
So, honestly, you do not know. Let's say for now that by her age, she must have been born when Dragonfall happened. But once again, she never spoke to you about it, and you'll basically have to ask her.
Okay.
For the rest of you, gnomes live about 3.5 centuries, right?
Roughly, I can look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I don't think your mother would know anything, Peter. She was born way after the Dragonfall, I imagine. Your grandmother, most likely as well.
Yeah. Also, my mother was part of a city, so she may have been, or she was from Nebo. So I don't know if that would have changed anything. My father was the one that was from the forest area.
No, I mean, it wouldn't change anything with the age. It's more like none of you.
No, yeah, but yeah.
Neurosenses would have lived through the Dragonfall. Now, another question: if, like, through your contacts or your mother's or your father's contacts, if you will be able to ask questions of elves in Nebraska, you'll have to try. You literally will have to try. You never had this kind of questions before, and you have been. The only thing you have been learning is that basically nobody knows.
Gnomes can live from 350 to almost 500 years.
Oh.
So depending on how old they
All
are.
right.
And then you got Melora's parents, but we don't know because Melora's not here.
And her parents are half elves, so no, they're halves.
Oh, both of her parents are half elves?
They're both half elves. I shouldn't have said that. I imagine she would have said that if she was here.
She probably would have.
Yeah. Right. In any case, if that is your mission, I will not stop you. After all, you are working for the benefit of us all. Meanwhile, I am afraid I cannot send any forces into the forest to hunt the dragon. As you should know, most people cannot enter the forest. And I imagine, even with your story, it remains to be so. Which is why your patron has asked for your help, not for mine. Nevertheless, I have talked about this with Zoe, and a centurion of her legion with crossbows sent to Phandalin will serve us well. Even if no dragon attacks, with the growth of Phandalin and it being in a generally dangerous area, will be a good idea. And if this sister of a dragon comes, well, 100 crossbows poised at her should fall even a dragon. Anything else you have to add to our current situation?
I think Ars is biting on his lips, or no?
Do you have any plans to further plans?
What are you asking?
The king.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
I will order my people to start doing more quickened research. What it can bring us, I do not know. The armies will be informed and move to more favorable positions. But I cannot move large forces towards the forest. Yes?
If I may, sire, your majesty, it might be a good idea to inform your people about what's happening, because the people we did encounter, the blood hunters, they thought that they were coming up against basilisks, and they were severely underprepared. So the better prepared people are when they come up against something like that, the better chances of any survivors at all. So, I mean, I know it sounds kind of crazy announcing that there's dragons, so maybe not do that, but at least something so they don't think it's basilisks.
Also, there might be some merit in putting some research into identifying shape changers, because the two dragons infiltrated Phandalin in the form of elves, as I'm sure Zoe told you. And honestly, who's to say how many other dragons might be in other places? Just something to be aware of. A place like this certainly is nice, I'd assume they couldn't transform in here, but
There are no dragons within the palace. It has been the first item on our agenda after Zoe has arrived. I understand your concern and we will put some forces to it, but please understand. Our magical resources are stretched and are not as vast as you imagine them to be.
so another point to maybe inquire the wizards about.
It might be a decent idea to inform town elders, mayors, the governors about these possible dragon attacks, but I do not believe that sending a nationwide announcement will be good. Right now it will only cause panic, and frankly, if the dragons arrive in force capable of overtaking the local guards, then no kind of announcement will be enough.
Just trying to figure a way to reduce casualties.
The question truly is where we put the first next step, though. Are we hunting the green one? Are we going to see the wizards?
Do you have a plan to hunt the green one?
I believe we should go to the wizards so they can help us in finding the green dragon. We have no idea how to track a dragon or what the shape changing ability is. Like, we should be prepared this time instead of stumbling into another ambush.
That creature seemed so vain, even if intelligent. I'm sure we'd be able to set up some sort of trap that plays on its vanity and maybe on its anger for its dead sibling.
Did it though? I mean, the vain one seemed to be the brother. The sister was the one that was willing to work with us. Supposedly. She was not above using underhanded tactics.
He wasn't either.
No, but he had what he claimed was a code of honor. And that's much easier to manipulate and abuse. The other one, I don't think holds to anything like that. It seems more about just surviving. I mean, I'm not saying that we don't try. It is a good idea. I just don't know if we have the means to draw something like that out.
In that case, I do suggest that you visit the wizards. I will have an introductory letter prepared for you. It will not be enough to get you an audience with the Archmage, but at the very least they will not throw you out of their doors immediately.
That is very kind of you. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Not to seem rude,
And don't.
Do it.
I can't imagine that anything you say right now will be even more rude than many things you have already done and said today.
true, but well, we could use more resources in our adventure to further help us with this investigation.
Does it imply that you are interested in cashing in that favor I owe you?
Oh, well, really, we would just like some gold, really.
Very well. It seems that our discussion of our plans has concluded. With this, I require a bit of time to work on a couple of things. But the 5 of you and you, Zoe, I would like to invite you to have a dinner with me.
If I may take after Trego and be so rude to ask if I can keep wearing this?
I will allow that.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
My liege, I thank you for your invitation, but I am afraid that with my recent promotions, duty calls me elsewhere, and with the assignment you have provided for me, I believe I should begin it as soon as possible. Ah, I see. As uncomfortable with socializing as ever, Zoe, are you? Yes, my liege, I apologize. Very well, I will not force you into it. Good luck with your investigation. Zoe like bows and before somebody stops her, escapes the room. Well, you will be called for in an hour or two. The castle is at your service. The library will be open.
Yay!
I shall see you later.
Thank you, sire.
Thank you for
Your
your
Majesty.
time, Your Majesty. Yeah, I'm
Right.
just gonna bow and head back out the way we came, I guess. Out of this room at least.
Right?
I'm going straight to the library.
Ditto.
Um, anyways, so yeah, you leave the room during the King alone, and after a while, a servant joins you that will be available for you to guide you throughout the castle and open the library for you. And if you require, well, I don't think you will ask for food because you kind of expect to be at the dinner soon. But like any refreshments, or if any one of you want to visit.
Can they take me to the top of the highest tower?
So you can throw yourself off it.
No.
Wow.
No. I want to see Kreuzung from up above.
Yeah, actually they can. Let's
Jesus
see. I'm trying to think how tall the castle tower will be.
I'm getting some messages here like, play your next character, do this. That's a subtitle I'm reading here.
How many hit points do you have, by the way?
44.
44.
Oh.
So wow, 44. That's
26.
quite a bit. All right, so
Let's roll those 20d6.
3.5 average per die.
That was a bad roll.
44. Okay. Oh yeah. Like 13, 14. Okay. So 150 feet should be enough.
Not if you want to insta-kill me, dude.
Actually, by the way, I would just like to warn you that in certain cases, the fall damage will not cap at 20d4.
Yeah, I like that.
At 20d6.
I like the... What was it? 100d6? Okay, so...
Still much more.
I'm
It
a
was
big fan of that
300d6, I think.
Was it? Okay.
No,
yeah, that sounds funny.
I mean, no, yeah, it's 100. Yes. I'd say it will be 150 feet tall, the highest tower. Yeah, so like 50 meters. But
Yeah,
it will be
that-
basically like one of them, only one.
Yeah, that'll be a fucking
And
nice view over the city.
most are obviously like around 40-60 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. 50 meters up. Is Kreutzung in general pretty even, or is it very hilly, or what's it built on, basically?
Let's see.
Because if you're 50 meters up, you can basically look like
Yeah,
on an even
yeah,
space, you
yeah.
can see 25 kilometers wide, basically.
I imagine you will actually be able to see almost all the distance because most of Aldana, to be honest, as it gets away from the mountain, is basically plains. Hence, like the rivers and the forest and everything else. So you will be able to see all of Creozum easily. Obviously, you will not be able to see anything specific, but
No, of course not. But
the view is breathtaking, yes.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Right, one for all for one. So yeah, you go there, Pip and Sound go to the library. Are you actually looking for something specific and you don't have much time?
I am.
Right, what are
I'm
you looking for?
looking for a census of like the people living in the city.
A what?
For
Census.
yeah, for the last maybe 5 years.
If you ask the librarian, I'm gonna say they will tell you that this is not the kind of book that is kept in this library. This will be
Okay.
something to look for in the government office that is responsible for administration of the city. And this
Okay.
is not the kind of information that will be available to civilians, especially non-citizens.
Okay.
Pip, what about you?
Is there anything about the tree?
The Great Oak?
Yeah.
Make an investigation check. Actually, make it with advantage because Miloro will be happening most likely.
Thank you for the advantage.
Yeah. So basically, Miloro finds you a book.
Yeah, right.
I'll send you some information later because I'll need to look it up.
Thanks.
Alright, I'll just write it down. Okay. Let's see. Great. Right. Anybody else wants to do something? Well, Milor's not here, so basically, Trega, do you want to do something else while you wait? Or
I'll probably look at the books also with Pip and Melora.
anything specific?
Whatever they find about the Great Oak.
Alright. So I'll send it to you and to Pip a bit later. And most likely to Milora because I imagine she'll be interested as well.
Super quick.
Yes.
Could I also look for like anything that references to blood hunters? It's probably a long shot, but
For the record,
Yeah.
when if Trago asks Pip for information that she found on the Great Oak, she's gonna ignore him. He'd probably have to get it from Melora.
Jeez.
For the record.
Alright.
Tensions run deep.
Sound, you make an investigation with disadvantage.
Okay.
No. You ask the librarian, she doesn't know who you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You spend some time looking through the books. It's a giant library. There's nothing you find on B. There's nothing you find on H. And then your time is over and you kind of have to go.
Cool.
Right. So after your small break that you spent choosing the books, you all brought back together and guided towards another part of the castle and towards a hall that contains a dining table. It's not like those giant ones that you would see on a national holiday. But it's sizable enough to hold the 5 of you plus maybe up to 10 people. total. So a bit more cozy and intimate, let's put it that way, within the grand spectacle of what this castle is. The servants have already laid the table with all the silverware and tableware. There are, like, the drinks are set up. The food is not brought in yet. They're waiting, so not to get it cold. The king is not yet there, but you get seated. And I assume all of you will be happy to hear that throughout this time, from you leaving the king's office, the king as a whole, you haven't seen the castellan even once.
I am actually deeply sad about this.
But in that case, I imagine that the knowledge is most likely is angry somewhere should warm your heart.
It does.
Yeah. You wait a couple minutes as you choose your places, and the servants drink you whatever drinks of your choosing that you select. When another set of the doors opens and you see His Majesty enter, accompanied by a very young woman in a white silver dress. And considering the racial composition of your party, all of you immediately recognize her as a half-elf. For you, Arls, I would like you to make a... Make a history
God,
check.
I'm scared.
Make
Constitution.
She's a dragon!
History, you said. Luck?
Alright.
Motherfuck. Yeah. He's very well educated.
Oh, so it's a 7 and 4. Alright. So you have no idea who she is. But as His Majesty approaches you, I'm glad to see you all again. This is my daughter, Princess Anna Vereinigt.
Anna
And-
Vereinigt?
Yes.
Okay.
Spell, please.
It's just Anna, basically.
Yeah, it's Anna.
Same, the last name is the same as his.
Because, she's his daughter. And actually, funnily enough, Peep. Oh no, you haven't been there at the time. Alright.
What?
No, I was thinking if you might have known something, but you were never at that point, so no, you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
And he basically introduces you all to each other, and she sits on his right side, and the food is brought in, and you dine. And if you want to ask any questions, like during food or small talk, you're welcome to think about it while I get the pictures for you.
Okay.
Because it's time
How
to show
old
you
is
the
she?
people.
10?
No, not that young. By young, I mean you imagine she's around 18.
Okay.
Which, even if she's half elf, it means she's the same maturity as a human would be, but you can imagine she will live quite longer than her father would, which is kind of poetic. So this is Albert, and he's in the suit of armor you have seen in his office. And this is the princess. And now that you see her, you have actually seen her previously, partially, as you were approaching the king's office. She was the lady that was accompanied by a knight that immediately shielded her from you. But you can see that while she has some of her father's features, she is, and for everyone listening, she has the sharp ears that elves have, but she has long, silvery white hair, blue eyes, very gentle face. So you imagine that her mother, whoever she was a rather beautiful, most likely full elven woman, and quite possibly of a rather noble descent. So, any questions? Any small talk?
Well, this is lovely.
I think ours would just make small talk about the thing he knows they sort of know something about. So basically, whatever the noblest parts of Kreutzung are, that's what he's gonna be making some small talk about. But other than that, not that he knows that much of it, just what you hear from this, what you hear. Not much more than that.
Anybody else would like to participate in the conversation?
Trigger would probably actually avoid to not seem very awkward.
Pip, what about you? What are you doing?
Just general chatting and talking to, well, trying to talk to the princess about a dress, and I would have Ysera, and if she has interest in Ysera, I would encourage them to play, that sort of thing.
She's definitely very interested in Sarah, and she has never seen a creature like that before, and she calls Sarah very majestic and elegant creature. She's wonderful.
Yeah, I like her. We're okay.
And like partially feeling your emotions, partially like just, hey, she likes me. Sarah also seems to take a liking to the princess. Son, what about you?
I'm just watching everything that's happening.
So Arvis, funnily enough, you start doing that small talk about the noble place and everything else, but like 5 minutes into that, the princess goes, yeah, I've been to those places, but my father tells you have fought a dragon. Is that true?
Oh, I can tell the fuck out of that story as well here.
Nice.
That was out of character. Hello?
No, that was from the king.
that was out of character. I'm just gonna say
You didn't say that. That means that it wasn't character. And the king did do that, and the princess just like blushes and hides her face for a moment. But she looks very interested.
Arliss is like, yo, bitch, listen up.
and like Aris, you should be really happy the Castellan is not around. I guess being on the road, traveling through all those dangers, fighting for your life, does not leave enough time for the finer things in life. But it is fine, you have your own strengths, and I will not hold it against you. I would ask you to watch your language in the future. You are talking to the future ruler of Aldana.
Of course, you're my princess. I'm not entirely sure how to address you in this case.
Alright. So, in that case, long story short, basically, how truthful do you tell the story?
Truthful enough, honestly, because the king knows.
To be fair, it's already epic enough that you don't really have to.
It doesn't need to be embellished.
Embellish it, yeah.
If he changes anything or like just goes off the story, I'm correcting him.
Okay. The princess just like gobbles up the story. Her eyes are sparkling. Seems that she has read many books about like adventuring and adventures and like all the folk tales and fables. So that's also like something that maybe you people will find a point of contact with her. And she's very interested in asking you, like, even about the simple things like, do you really sleep outdoors? Like what it's like to be shot by an arrow? Like those things that are pretty simple for you, and if you've gone through without even caring about them, all new and novel to her, and she's very excited to hear all about it. The dinner goes on for quite a while, like an hour at least, with all the various dishes being brought in, and there's music playing in the background as you're entertaining the princess, and it seems that this might have been the hidden plan of the king to entertain his daughter, because he knew that she's very interested in this and would enjoy your
If
company.
she's interested, I'll also tell the story of the beast that was below the mines of Ironforge and a hobgoblin army assaulting Ironforge and stuff like that. Plenty to tell if she's interested.
I'll be sure to tell her that I nearly had my leg torn off by the thing too.
No, I would.
That she would
Obviously,
not
I'm
try
making it a pretty story. I'm not telling her I fireballed fucking
The
right
greasy
to dance
story.
with me.
Oh my god.
But nobody knows that, to
telling
be
the
honest.
I'm telling the propaganda version of this story.
You're censoring the story, understood. Yeah, like when
censoring
she learns
for her
about your
benefit.
leg being chopped off, she goes, "Oh, how terrible! Can I look? Did it leave a scar?"
I don't think there's a scar. My old clothes actually had a long rip in it for a while there. I don't think there's a scar.
Is there a scar?
Do you like actual look?
Yeah.
Like there's another like from the king, but it's too late already. There's like no giant scar like the ones that what's his name, the gunslinger had, obviously, but basically where your leg was chewed off and Tragus healing magic restored it, there's like the slight outline of
Yeah, see, look, there's a.
And he clears his throat and is, and she like looks around and realizes there's a bunch of other people in the room.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put dress back down, sit back down, and get quiet. Like beet red.
Right. So as you're getting to desserts and that kind of stuff, and like the conversation is slightly dying down, King like once again attracts your attention. So I have time to work while you were waiting, and to prepare certain things. At this point, like the door opens and somebody walks in carrying a small chest on a tray, and approaches the king, who takes off a couple like sealed letters from the tray. This is the letter that should get you access to the wizards. Once again, they are very stubborn and enjoy their magics. So this will get you inside, but making friends is up to you. And knowing you, I suggest that the ladies talk. He passes a letter like to whichever of the ladies is sitting closer to him. So basically to you too, because Melora's not here. Once again, write it down.
Sure, I'll take it.
Your job in killing the dragon and saving Ironforge has been far beyond what could have been asked of a citizen of Aldana. I know that most of you are not my subjects, but I believe it would be appropriate if I grant your group permission to purchase property within Kreuzung. This letter allows you to do so. That's the second paper. I was not aware of how your group is named, so that space is left blank. But you can fill it in later, and if you register, it would allow you to purchase property.
I'll take that one.
Is all the papers are passed to the women. The king has understood which ones are reliable and which ones are not.
Oh, he is so fooled. That's adorable.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Well, I mean, relatively reliable, okay? I know that nominal is reliable. And last but not least, a right to purchase anything is nothing without the means to do so. This, like the chest is on the tray, is brought over to Pip. The chest is simple. Are the means. 50 gold trade bars with royal seal. Each one is worth 100 in gold. While you're within the kingdom, it would serve as currency. So it is 5,000 gold in total.
Fuck.
That is very generous, Your Majesty. Thank you.
To the group loot?
I'm gonna bow a little.
Yeah,
Yeah, to the group
yeah.
loot.
it's group loot. Yeah,
Salan's mouth is just kind of open.
yeah. I'm mirroring Salon at this point.
I don't think Salan's ever seen that much money before.
That's very generous of you, sire. Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you.
So yeah, basically, since obviously at a certain point in certain transactions, it will take too much to carry coin in like even platinum. Things like most merchants often use trade bars that are on their own worth not very much, well, comparatively, but they have basically like royal seal and are issued by the royal bank. So in that form, they are worth more than the metal that contains them, which is basically like paper currency, but not really paper.
Yeah.
All right. With this, it seems that the king has given you whatever reward Zoe might have been talking about. Apparently, the reward for killing the dragon. That way. Nothing has been said that this is the offer, so you could assume that, unless you ask him, that the offer still stands. But it seems as the reward has passed out that the king is gently implying that the dinner is over and it is time to leave.
Be courteous. Say goodbye, bow, and get the fuck out with this money.
Also, making sure to say bye to the princess.
Of course.
Also 5 minutes for you. Right now. Tal, can't hear you.
Okay. Maybe have to go AFK for a quick.
No, I know he said that he is leaving, and because
so
we started
that's for now,
later,
I guess.
there's a problem. But
Oh.
like I'm trying to figure out
Hello?
how. Yeah,
Yeah, we
okay,
can hear you
this
now.
is yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So
okay,
how long? 5, 10 minutes?
I got 5 minutes.
All right. So you say goodbye to everybody. Take your stuff and basically leave the castle. And I have a question for you. As you're heading down the streets of Krezung in your formation, what is your formation? Like, how are you working?
Arliss is going to be at the front.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the front, showing the way
Wait,
back,
how-
the fastest way back to the fiery stool, which is probably what the route we are taking right now. So
How big is the road that we gotta walk one after another, or can we walk like side by side?
You
Slowly?
definitely can walk in like 3 abreast without bumping into any people. Like as you get closer to the tavern, you will have to get in line maybe, but not right now. So yeah, how does this? Arles, Draga.
And Salan probably up front.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Pip is almost like in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about how unreliable the boys are.
Yeah, I'm guessing Trago's carrying that chest of monies.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that heavy. Like I'll tell you the exact weight a bit later.
Worst case, it's him and Salan carrying it in between them. So
All right. So as you are walking down the road and like laughing and talking excitedly about the money you have gotten and what you can buy with it, actually, I did ask. All right. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see. Oh yeah. All right. All of you hear a slight thud of metal striking metal.
does it sound like anything in particular?
Most of you start looking around, not certain what is going on. As just a moment. Oh, come on. There's a button. As Strega, I need you to do
People trying to steal from us. It feels bad, man.
Don't worry.
you need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, I should be okay with that. Wait, let me try that out. Critical failing in 3, 2, 1.
You have a +7, right? So
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey,
As Strega stumbles for a moment, but then rises himself. Arles and Salan, you immediately turn towards him as you see the feathers of a bolt sticking from his breastplate.
Huh.
Now I need to calculate some damage.
interesting. He's not wearing armor either, is he?
He is not. Trigger, you take. I'm pretty sure I miscalculated by 1 or 2, but it doesn't matter. You take 50 points of piercing damage.
Fuck.
I'm up. I'm okay.
And I need you to make a constitution saving throw.
Oh, bollocks.
Jesus Christ! Someone fired a ballista in his chest.
Yes.
nice.
Alright. What do you guys do?
Look
I'm
around.
Looking for
Yeah.
the cabin.
I like a literal initiative.
Definitely in alert mode. I'm gonna take
Oh wow,
advantage.
that might be the best initiative roll I've ever rolled.
Likewise.
Attacked on the streets of Kreuz, and this was a new one.
Alright, Sam, what are you doing?
Okay, where did the bolt come from? I'm looking in that direction.
Make a perception check. You see nothing. It came from somewhere from the rooftops, judging by the way Pierce dragged it,
Okay.
but
So yeah, I'm just gonna keep a scan out on the rooftops and look for any movements.
right. Pip? Oh, I mean Alice, sorry.
I'm casting invisibility on myself for right now.
Okay. Pip?
Wait 1 second. Okay, should be fine.
What are you doing, Pip?
I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm casting invisibility on me, on Sarah, and on Melora's next to me, right?
Yes.
The guys are not. Shit. Melora.
All right. So, all right. I think. Oh, are you still here?
Yeah, but I gotta go.
Can I ask?
Make one last Constitution check for me because that's the one thing that matters, and the rest we can do without you.
I shut
proceeding from-
down a computer. I'm on.
Oh, all right.
Roll
In that
D20
case,
plus 7.
I'm gonna make it for you. +7, you say?
Yeah, it's +7.
No, for Constitution it's not +7. For Constitution, it's
Oh,
just
okay,
+4.
right.
+4. Yeah, makes sense because you rolled a 24.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You rolled an ace.
All right. Yes. What?
I'm considering if it'll help if I'll fucking bend luck here. Nah, an 8 is too low. I'm not doing anything.
All right. As Melora detaches from Pipip and rushes towards Strega's side, there's another. A second bolt hits him in the chest. This time, knocking Strega down and on the ground.
Okay, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah,
Alright.
you gotta go. You're unconscious, so this is perfect.
Yeah,
See you
good
next
time.
week.
Yeah.
See you next week. Actually, see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Alright. So, Salan, Strega has fallen next to you, two bolts sticking out of his chest. What are you doing?
Give me 2 seconds while I check my spell list. Okay, don't have what I need. I am going to pick him up
Right.
and gold box and find cover.
Alright. That's all you do, you're not trying to kill him.
No, I'm gonna find cover first and then I hit him.
Alright, yeah.
Find cover.
It is enough, I mean, you're strong enough and he's not wearing armor, so you're not encumbered by that. As you like drag Strega into basically like the door of a shop or restaurant on the street, as at the same time, like as he's falling down, people around you actually start understanding what's going on, and screams start also like running for cover or away from you. But you are inside of a shop, and as far as you know, you should be out of line of sight. Let's put it
Okay,
that way.
I'll just stabilize him.
With what?
My medicine skill.
He gets stabilized automatically with his amulet.
Well, it will be on his turn. But that's why I'm asking what you're stabilizing him with. Like if you're doing medicine check, then make a medicine check.
Yeah, no, I'll do a medicine check.
Right? You check him over quickly, and it seems that for now the bolts, those that sunk very deep, and you are certain he will require medical assistance very soon. They are at least holding the blood inside of him, which is good. So he's not gonna be bleeding out on you.
Okay, so he's fine for now.
For now. Alice, what about you?
I wanna have a look out here, around out here in the square. Everyone else has basically disappeared next to me, the invisible people, and Salan took Trego somewhere inside.
Yes.
What was the so? We are coming. Where in Kreuzung are we? Are we
You
close to the
are
castle? Are
rather
we-
close to the castle. You will be around here.
Okay. And probably traveling in this direction.
Yes, yes. You're traveling towards the simple parts of town.
The bolt came from this direction.
Yes. And you have no idea how far away it came from.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll move so that I'm not in the same place I was in before. I'm not specifically taking cover, I'm just... No, obscuring vision isn't gonna be much help either. I'm basically on the lookout right now.
Right.
trying to find the source of this, but yeah,
Okay.
that's all.
Pip, what are you doing?
I can see the arrows that are in Trago, right?
Well, you can't because someone took him away from you, but
You
Okay,
saw
well,
them.
if you go there, then yes,
yeah.
you will see them.
I will go toward there, but I will not stand directly next to them. I'm like 10 feet away.
We're
Alright.
inside a building.
Okay, I'm not directly. Okay, is there a window I can look through?
Yes, you can.
I'm looking through the window. I see the arrows.
Ysera,
This is awakened mind or telepathic to her.
Mhm.
you see the arrows sticking out of Trago? Go the direction the arrows came from, fly high overhead, see if you can find anybody carrying arrows like that. They're going to be leaving the area, they're going to be running away. See if you can find them.
Okay.
Stay out of sight, stay safe, and stay in contact, okay?
Make a perception check for Sarah for the future that I will use.
Perception check for you, Sarah. And I'm staying in line of sight of Trago and Salon, but I am not staying near them.
Okay. Well, you're invisible anyway.
Yeah, I know, but area of effect.
You imagine explosive balls? A Striker literally explodes.
Call me a dick. What am I gonna do?
Perception check.
Yeah, I'm checking to make sure she doesn't have anything to it.
No.
Which I don't think she does.
While you're rolling that,
Bend luck on top of it, 17.
17. Nice. Thanks.
Well, it's gonna help for her immediate, as she is looking around right now. But if she like travels 100 feet away from you and starts checking again, it's not gonna help. All right. Salon, in your hands, you see Trago's body start convulsing as he coughs blood on top of his uniform, and you instantly realize that something is wrong, and he's no longer okay.
Okay. I would.
It's not your turn yet.
Oh, okay.
It was his turn.
Oh, okay.
At this point, Milora runs into the shop being invisible, drops on her knees next to Traga and attempts to heal her. At this point, she becomes visible for you, Salon. And you see like she basically like holding her hands to Traga, and her like greenish magic healing energy travels through her hands into Traga, and like you see it starts spreading through his body, like lighting up his veins, you know, like traveling through them. But for some reason he's not stopping, he's not waking up, and convulsions are continuing. And Milora goes, I don't understand, it should have worked. Doesn't work. Now it is your turn.
I'll cast Remove Curse on Drago.
Very well.
Nice.
Alright, you do that. Aris, what are you doing?
I'm hiding. I'm using my invisibility to hide, and I'm gonna also be moving in the general direction this thing come from while I'm invised up.
Alright. Pip, what about you?
Just keeping in contact with you, Sarah.
Alright. In that case, I guess Sarah is flying up at this point, and her speed is 60 basic, right? 60 flying.
I think it was reduced to 50.
Alright.
Let me check.
50.
Yes, 50 fleet.
Alright, so she would be able to go there, and then there. Oh yeah, she's like flying. No one. Still no one. Can't see anybody. So that's what she's telling you as she's flying in that direction. Salon, in your and Milora's hands, Trago is continuing to convulse. He doesn't seem to be like immediately out of character taking more death fails.
Yeah.
But you're certain that something is very wrong with him.
Okay.
And usually healing magic is not helping. At this point, Milora, actually let me check out her spell list. Maybe she actually has something useful. No way. That's certain. And you will be next round, so think about this.
Out of character, DM.
Yes.
Did we get spells back? Did I get spells back for short rest during the party?
Yeah, most definitely.
Thank you.
Okay, let me see if this works. Alright. Oh! Right. Miller says, I'm gonna try, maybe it's magical. I'll try to dispel it. You see her pour some more of her magic into Traeger, but it doesn't seem to help. At this point, initiative doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So basically, I'm just gonna ask what you guys are doing. As in, what are you doing sound right now?
Okay. So magic healing doesn't work. He's not cursed. Could I try to see if he's poisoned?
Make a medicine
By
check.
just yeah.
Nice.
Judging by his behavior, he doesn't need to seem to be poisoned.
He does
you
seem to
don't
be
know-
poisoned.
Yes, you don't know what
Okay.
poison this is, but it seems to be not good. Like, you don't know how much time you have until it kills him, but you should start worrying about this now.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna ask Melora if she has anything that can cure poisons.
I can, but not today.
Yeah, same situation.
See, that's a spell I would have prepared instantly after we met the green dragons.
The alchemist.
Trey goes the cure
Alright.
of the.
The
Going on.
alchemist.
Aris, what are you doing?
I would probably be looking around like just 100 feet up the street. If I don't see anything, I'm turning back.
Yeah,
And
you don't,
checking in with
they're
other
just
people.
like people running around, and at this point the street is mostly deserted.
Mhm.
But
In that case, I would probably be moving back. Because with my knowledge of Kreutzung, I'd probably be aware that both the hospital I don't really believe in and some temples aren't that far away. where we
the
are currently?
hospital is very close. I
Yeah, that's
believe.
what I know. But
Right.
Alice doesn't like that place that much, so. But for now, he's only moving back towards them. You can tell me when he arrives. That's basically
Okay.
when he's gonna.
You will be there soon. Pip, what are you doing? You are close enough to hear and see everything that Milora and Sauron are talking about and doing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. Since he said out loud, "Do you have anything cures poisons?" I'm gonna kind of poke my head up and just call on the window.
The alchemist. He might be able to do it. Is there somebody else in the area that can cure any poisons? Just we gotta go now.
Sure, yeah. I will picture.
And
the
Sarah is still like saying like, no, can't see anybody. I don't know. Are they gone?
Where is the alchemist from our position?
Let's see. Alcahest will be somewhere around. Actually, why don't you, like, as I point to you, why don't you mark it? Alcahest will be, let's say, this place.
This big one?
Yep.
Okay.
There's text function for later.
Yeah,
and-
I just wanted to mark it in particular.
Yeah. All right.
And we're like here.
Yeah, that's far.
Okay.
That's
So
at best half an hour of walking.
can I try and suck the poison out?
With the medicine check, you understand that you can try, but A, it might be too late. It's in the system. B, if you can't, removing a crossbow bolt means pushing it through Traeger.
Okay, there's no point.
And A, out of character, that's a fail. B, in character, he'll start bleeding out immediately, which will be the cause for his fails.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick him up and just start dashing to
Where?
the alchemist.
Alright.
The back streets.
Can this be where I see him do that?
Um,
Well,
Say
I'm
again?
coming back.
if there's a
yes,
back
yes,
door,
yes.
hide it.
He's running in your direction, most likely.
Wrong way, Solan. Either the temples or the hospital you were at previously. Which one do you want?
Like, right now, we're definitely out of initiative, so you're all together, all
Yeah,
huddled
I'm-
together,
I'm
not sure
asking
what to
him
do.
which- He's the fucking expert, so I'm asking him what he wants.
Alright.
Closest temple.
Damn, the face wins. That would be the Temple of Helm. Follow me. And I'm gonna bring them towards that direction. Fuck.
Mhm.
Fuck. No, it made the line way too long. Get the fuck out, line. Okay, just like to this temple here. Since that's from where we are, probably the closest temple.
Yeah, you are over
Maybe
here.
number 10, but Joaquin is a fucking bad bet, so...
So you're going to Helm, right?
Yes, we are.
Alright, let's see. I assume you're running. San, I need you to make a constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Basically, if you're able to run the whole half a kilometer.
Nope.
Nope. So after a while,
Can
and
I bend luck on that as well?
it won't help.
Okay.
Trug is a big man, so you like run for a while, and after then you have to just walk. So I'm gonna say it takes you guys with the winding streets.
Can I maybe use my background feature to to hasten this a little bit?
Alright, yeah, in that case it will take about 10 minutes to arrive there. That's, like, you're leading them in the shortest way possible, but it's still more about carrying a heavy-ass man for
Yeah.
half a kilometer. Alright, and yes, you do find yourself on the doorsteps of the Helm Temple. It is quite late with your stay at the castle. I'm gonna say it's like 9 in the evening.
I'm just screaming for help at this point to
Are
get
the
some
doors
attention
open?
quickly as possible.
Right. Yes, somebody in clerical robes at the moment rushes out of the doors. What is going on?
He's been poisoned. I need a lesser restoration.
We also...
Cleric.
Bring him in.
Whatever it takes will make it worth your while.
Bring him in. I'll consult my superiors.
Bring him in.
You do it quick, there's a lot of money in it for you.
He doesn't even respond. He seems... actually, that's a good question. Any of you proficient in insight?
Yes. I am.
Yeah.
What would be your passive insights?
13.
Insight is what is it again?
10 plus your modifier on insight.
17.
How many? How much?
17.
Wow.
Wait.
Yeah, it's correct.
Yeah, proficiency's in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's 4 plus 3. It's
That makes
7.
sense. So yeah, it's like to you, Mark, like instead of a face of a man who knows what he's gonna do, he seems a man who doesn't know what he's gonna do.
Okay.
But he does rush inside, and you like go along him and get dragged inside and place him on one of like those prank benches because there's like no better place to put him. And you wait worryingly as Milora unsuccessfully tries to pump more healing into him, and it doesn't seem to help, and she's breaking down a little bit. Son of a gun.
That's the worst part.
Can you? Actually, can you? With what will you bring him back?
Because he's so injured, I don't think he'll survive if you bring him back.
No, it's not about that.
Yes.
Do you have a diamond?
Sure. Of course I do.
Because you don't.
No.
So, like, you wait worryingly for like a minute until the same cleric returns with somebody along with him, and like they're walking fast, but they're not running. And the second man approaches you. How can I help you?
Do you have any healers?
We do.
I need a healer that knows lesser restoration. He's been poisoned.
I would be
Need to
glad
find
to
him.
help you, but there are many people awaiting help before you.
Yes, this man is dying right now. We need.
He is
Many
also in
men-
favor with the king.
And we'll make it worth your while with a nice donation to this church if
And
you
I'll-
act now.
I'll take guys one of the gold bars with the royal symbol on the gold.
If you require less restoration, normally it would cost 500 gold to cast a spell at that level. If you are trying to hurry, and there are a lot of men ahead of you, and many of them are dying, and many of them say
Answer
that
the
they're in
question!
favor of the king, 5,000 gold.
Go for it.
Yep, do it.
Your payment first.
Hayden first. Payment's right here.
Are you like giving him the chest?
Yeah.
Well, I'm opening the chest. It's
Right.
on the ground beside him.
As you open the chest, like his face goes white. I will go find someone who has a spell prepared. They both disappear, like you see that they're like talking to each other, whispering hurriedly. They're gone. You wait for a minute, 2, 5.
Okay. I'm about to fucking fireball this temple.
I'm about to join him.
Until someone actually returns. Someone new, someone in much more expensive robes that you imagine is superior. And in the same voice as everybody else he speaks. So you require this less restoration on this man.
Yes.
Do it now, or we leave. We have the chest right there. Either perform it or don't. Stop jerking us around. Our friend is in trouble.
In that case, you're welcome to leave. My brother, in his lack of knowledge, has named the sum too low.
Ah, no, we're leaving. Go. Come on. We gotta get to
I'm
the chapel.
casting Polymorph Heightened on this bitch and turning him into a snail.
I got a better idea. Cast
So that-
polymorph on Trago. Make him small. I can dimension door him. I can get there faster.
No, this guy's paying.
Alright, sure, what's the DC?
15 with disadvantage.
Right? He turns into a snail. He turns into a snail. Well, I guess the snail
We're
doesn't
leaving.
appear and but yeah, like he turns into a snail. Like the second cleric is like terrified and like
Yeah, he can stay there.
running away.
Snail will go. We're leaving. Go. He's
Let's
gonna-
go.
gonna stay
Where are you
there,
going?
snail. To the fucking the temples. The temples won't do. We're going back to the hospital. No other way now.
Okay, the hospital. So you were at the Helm's Temple. It's over here, the hospital. Salm, make another con check. You had a little bit of time to rest.
There you go.
Wow, this is much better.
Nice.
Alright. So I'm gonna say with you running all the way, it's gonna take you only 5 minutes to bring him over there. So you rush through the doors of the hospital, carrying Traeger in your arms. You remember the setting. You remember like the lady that was usually sitting at the reception. Like she rises up, angry at first, but then she sees the Traeger in your hands, and her expression immediately becomes, instead of anger, worry, and she rushes towards you and just goes, "Follow me." As she starts leading you into a certain wing of the hospital, you see that she takes out a small like plaque or stone out of her robes and starts talking something into it as she leads you to a room that seems very clean. And there's like a table in the middle, and she orders you to places Dragon on the table and orders you to leave the room. It's gonna be okay. She has called for the doctors. They're running downstairs. They're gonna do everything they can to help your friend, but you can't do anything. Please wait outside.
I'm waiting outside.
So you wait. Like a minute passes as you see several like men and women rush past you. One of them like being helped, putting on a white robe, and his youngish-looking man with very sharp, angular nose features, a crown of curly black hair. As they rush into that room, and you wait half an hour, an hour and a half. At that point, most of you are, I hope, worried out of your mind, just pacing up and down the corridor. Like, Milora attempts several times to like, I'm gonna go help, as you calm her down, and that was it. If they're not going out, it means he's not dead yet, which is good. So yeah, like, anything you'd like to add while you're waiting?
I'm constantly just flicking my coin.
Does Pip have the? Does anyone have the crossbow bolts?
They are in Dragon.
Oh, they're still in them. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, they are still in it.
Well, I will be taking them when
All right.
this is over.
So,
Another
Yes, Sarah found nothing. Yeah.
another question too. Like the size of these things, they weren't normal crossbow bolts, right? When it does 50 damage, it's probably something like bigger, or is it
they
just
were
normal
completely
size?
normal
Okay,
crossbows.
good. Just from my own impression. To know.
Yeah. So, I guess you'd imagine it would be it was a poison that took Drake down. Yeah, sure. Plus, he was hit in a bad place. Like it. So after an hour and a half of war, and yes, Sarah does come back. I imagine you like call her back, or she comes back on her own. She is very sorry. She has found no one,
Yeah, it's okay.
and she's worrying about Drake. She's like, "How's he? How's he?"
We don't know. We're waiting. We're
Right.
waiting.
So an hour and a half later, the doors open, and the same man with curly hair, accompanied by some others, comes out. You see that his white robe is blooded. It's like it's not completely blooded, but they're like blotches and splotches of blood. And he is removing his gloves and like takes off his glasses and like rubs his nose, puts him back on. His robe and the gloves are given away to someone else to go away. And he now looks in your direction, approaches you, like see tremble in his hands. Are you his family?
Sort of.
Close enough.
How long has it been? Am I still invisible?
No. Invisibility lasts an hour, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine you would have gone. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you, to be honest.
No, I'm invisible.
Understood. Your friend is more or less okay. Me and my people have removed the bolts. We have stopped the bleeding. There was poison in his system. But luckily, we had similar occurrence a while back. So he was given antidote.
You had a similar incident?
Yes.
Do you know what poison it was?
It was 2 months ago. Sadly, the man has died. We didn't know, couldn't help. I had a friend test it. I am not certain how it operates, but he said it is made from some demon or devil, and it stops healing. I had asked him to make antidote if it happens again. It was given to a friend. He is stable
You're a clever man.
for now. Thank you.
I'm gonna open up the chest, take out 5 trade bars. Consider this a donation to your hospital. If you won't take it now, we'll leave it at the front desk, and then you'll have to take it anyway.
A moment, please. He is stable for now, but all depends on how he gets through the night. There is another dose of antidote that I recommend giving to him, but they are quite expensive, so it seems to me that you do not worry about that.
Whatever it takes.
Understood. I will have it ministered to him at a later point. The bolts. One of them had strange etchings on it. A moment, he walks off and returns like 30 seconds later. Gives it to you. I have to warn you that in this case, the guard will be notified and questions will be asked.
That won't be an issue.
Understood. I will look after your friend and inform you of his condition in the morning.
Will it be possible to get a look at the tests that you ran on the poison?
Yes, but later, please.
Yes, of course, of course.
I'm gonna go for now. The money, don't worry. Others will talk to you about it.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
He
Thank
nods
you.
worryingly and walks off.
I look at the crossbow bolt and see if I can make out what the markings on us are.
Yes, you can. I imagine you ask others for help because their bolt is completely covered with blood, but it gets quickly prestidigitated away or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
myself.
Carved into the side, into the shaft of the bolt, are 4 words: cease and desist. Oko.
I really don't like this person.
Is the bolt made of the same metal as the spear?
No, the bolt seems to be as close to a common crossbow bolt that you have seen in your life. Why it managed to take down Traeger in one hit, you're not certain. But the poison must have been a big part of it.
Okay.
Alright, so I feel that this is a good part to end the game for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But don't go away, I have something to tell you about.
Okay.
Overwatch.